This time on Square Roots. Jason! 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 I'm looking for my son, Jason.
Can I do mine, Vanessa?
Yeah, go ahead.
French Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing all cool, shooting some b-ball outside of school when a serial killer who was up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood, got one little kidnap, and my dad got scared and said, Sean! 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 Sean!
I like how Johnny, you changed like less than 10 words in that whole song, I think.
Yeah.
And welcome to Square Roots, the classic RPG podcast. My name is Jim Banks. I'm joined by Matthew Van Zandt.
Hello.
Johnny Origammy Brandon.
I probably should have put nachos in my mouth when I know you're going to call my name.
Well, you already did. And we're joined by Vanessa.
Jason!
Holy shit, Vanessa's here this week? Welcome back, Vanessa.
Thank you. Thank you. I have been absent spiritually and emotionally, but I'm feeling a lot better these days, and I'm here to talk about Heavy Rain. I'm pumped. Everyone's excited. It's everyone's favorite game.
What do we do on this show, Jim?
That's what I was going to say. Speaking of Heavy Rain, this is a podcast where we play and talk about your favorite classic RPGs one chunker at a time. And episode 1 of Heavy Rain.
Okay, but that is unequivocally not a JRPG, or not an RPG.
It's debatable whether this is a video game or not. It's kind of a video game.
It's more like a movie where you move the boy around in stupid ways.
It's sort of a presentation, I would say.
Interactive entertainment.
It's a Cinemax film, but digitized.
And pretentious.
Yeah.
I think the word
It's
you're
like
looking for is Skinamax. This is a Skinamax film.
There is a lot more nudity than I remembered in this game, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, I was taken aback by the nudity. But yeah, let's take a second and whisper to each other about some hot gaming goss.
Okay? I've got some hot gaming goss, Jim. Also, why are we whispering?
It sounds more gossipy that way.
Oh, I see.
But you don't have to.
Okay. Oh, okay. Did y'all hear about that Tampa gaming convention?
Yeah.
That's where you live. Did you organize this?
My God, I did not organize this. How dare you?
Were you a
Put
featured
that-
speaker?
Yes, I was a featured speaker at the National Gaming Expo at the Tampa Bay Fairgrounds. There was a big, hot gaming convention in Tampa, where I'm from, or where I live anyway, last weekend. And I just wanted to say, what a fucking mess. Hilarious. In the days leading up to this convention, I kept seeing posts on social media of people asking and pointing out that it seemed like maybe it wasn't legit. Like lots of the people that they said were going to be there didn't have it on their calendars and their social media schedules. The vendor or the organizer was non-responsive to anybody. And anyway, it turns out that at least 50 to 60% of the booths that were promised to be there weren't actually there. And that a large majority of the game cast members, like the cast of Grand Theft Auto 5, the cast of Red Dead Redemption, that were promised to be there, weren't there. Surprise.
Look, it sounds bad when you put it like that, but haven't you ever heard of The Secret where like you write down what you want to happen and then just manifest it to the universe? And I assume that's what these organizers were doing. They were just like, here's our wish list of guests, and we'll put it out there that they're coming, and then they'll come, you know? That's how it works.
It's funny. This is 2 weeks after the big Tampa anime convention, MetroCon? Maybe it's not MetroCon. MegaCon? MetroCon? Something. And 1 week after the Tampa Bay Comic-Con. So it's con season here in Tampa. But,
if you know what I mean.
yeah, if you know what I mean.
Con artistry.
That kind of con. So, yeah, that happened. Just goes to show you, if you've never heard of a convention before, take it with a grain of salt.
It seems to happen a lot. It's happened with, I guess DashCon is the most famous example, but it happened
Firefest
recently with,
would be the most
Firefest.
famous one I can think of.
It happened.
There's remember the Willy Wonka experience in
Yeah,
Ireland?
yeah. The same kind of family happened with a book convention recently, and it happened with some kind of steampunk convention where they actually got thrown out of the hotel because everyone got food poisoning or sick or norovirus or something. I don't remember, but yeah, people. There's a lot of shows where people buy a hotel and they're like, I'm going to run a bed and breakfast, and then they realize they have no idea how to run a bed and breakfast. People just assume it's something that they can do because it seems easy. I think the same thing happens with cons. People are just like, I'm going to make a con. How hard could it be? It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's either that or we are living in the age of the scammer, which...
Well, that's certainly true.
Mario Kart Worlds got a beloved cow called Moo Moo.
Yeah,
Everyone
I saw Moo Moo.
Loves
we all know
Moo
about
Moo.
Moo Moo. Moo Moo's butt is covered in shit.
Yep, which is accurate.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real thing.
This is a video game where people teleport via pipes, so I don't know how important accuracy is, but go on.
Wow. According to PETA, that is PETA. I'm not saying the word Peter in Lois's accent.
Oh, you're not talking about the bread, the delicious, delicious bread.
No, not the delicious bread.
Or
This
the Hunger
marvelous
Games character,
Who's that?
PETA.
Oh, is that the blonde dweeb?
That's
Yeah, the
blonde
dweeb that's never going to get it.
Yeah. This marvelous Moo Moo's goofy grin has charmed gamers around the world, but her real-life counterparts are tormented and violently yanked around by their noses, have nothing to smile about.
Is this a headline about cows being abused?
Yeah, this is PETA protesting Moo Moo having a nose ring.
Oh, I see. I thought they were just being like, hey, we heard you saw a cow. Well, did you know actual cows are sometimes abused?
Well, they like to get themselves into the press by saying things. That's how they do it.
PETA should probably recognize that nobody takes them seriously anymore and go away.
I feel like when they made those hyper-violent video games for kids, everyone was like, I don't know about this. Or when they killed all those dogs.
I think the dog napping and killing of people's pets probably was the nail in the PETA coffin for most people.
Yeah.
Apparently not. Apparently they're still getting donations, because otherwise, why the fuck would they still be around? Shame on you, idiots that are still donating to PETA.
There's lots of animal welfare groups you can donate to that aren't PETA.
I've heard there's another game.
Was that a cow pun? Was that a cow pun you've heard?
There's another game coming to the Switch 2 online GameCube library. Have you heard what game is coming?
No, please tell us.
Chibi Robo. Will this make my copy of Chibi Robo, which I bought for $10 at liquidation, will that make it super valuable or less valuable now? Because right now it's worth a few $100. God damn it, Nintendo!
I would think no, because people will get into Chibi Robo and they're like, I want to be a Chibi Robo collector.
Yeah, I think it sometimes has a cooling effect. I think the value of my 1000-Year Door GameCube version went down a little bit after but not much, 10% maybe. But Earthbound still going up, and that's available. You can play that. You can play it on Switch Online and a bunch of other things.
You can play it wherever you want.
Hey, Jim.
Hey,
Remedy's still making a Max Payne remake.
no way. When are they coming out?
I don't know, but they said they're still working on it.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. I heard that in a new financial report, Remedy said that they are still working on those Max Payne remakes.
That first game is so good. I've never played the second one.
I like this. I like all those Max Payne games.
Something happened on PS3.
What?
Holy crap. This affects my video.
What are you talking about?
The PS3 store last week, right after I made that video, saying you can still buy games on PS3. You couldn't buy games on PS3 for 4 days. Like,
Wow.
literally right after I made that video.
I mean,
Wow.
I think we know what that means. PlayStation is stalking you.
Yeah, they probably
wanna
did
make
it
me
to
look
troll
bad.
you. They were like, "Oh, this guy's talking about how we're bad for shutting down our game store. Let's really shut it down and show him."
Mm-hmm.
Check that.
I heard a rumor. You guys want to hear the rumor that I heard?
a rumor. Yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 is rumored to be using generative AI.
Now the animals will make new swears. Except they'll turn out to be racial slurs.
They've had, what, 20 years to work on this game? And then they're like, actually, we'll just use AI. That's what
Yeah.
we've been waiting for.
That's the only way they're going to be able to finish it.
I don't want to play a generative AI game. I mean, I have,
Then don't
essentially.
play it.
I guess that's what...
Matt makes a compelling point.
Yeah.
You could just simply not play it.
I also heard a rumor that Resident Evil Requiem could be Leon's last game. Holy shit. Jim, how do you feel about that?
I heard that they confirmed that Leon will not be a playable character because they said they can't realistically make Leon afraid of anything in the games anymore. Because, like, he's kind of like action hero and shooting monsters in the face and stuff. He's not going to be afraid of a jump scare. So they need, like, a new character.
What happened to Ethan? I don't understand. They had two of their most
Spoilers,
popular
Ethan
and best
dies
games in
at the
years.
End of, Ethan dies at the end of Resident
Wow!
Evil 8.
I haven't played that yet.
Oh, I thought you played it.
Wow, what an asshole.
That game came out like 5 years ago.
He said,
Didn't he have
spoiler
like
alert.
a zombie mushroom daughter, though? I kind of assumed she would be the...
Yeah, that's the DLC for Resident Evil 8.
I just love the idea of like, well, we haven't made a good one of these in years, and then we made two good ones, and what should we do? Let's go back to the well. People liked that Resident Evil 4, right? Let's do more Leon. That's clearly the hot seller. Get fucking bent, Capcom.
Wasn't Leon sort of around in 7 or in the DLC or something like that?
No, that's Chris.
Chris is the one who's super jacked. Leon is just jacked.
Leon's
Although
the twink.
Chris just looks like a regular guy in Resident Evil 7. The little bit you see him, but in Resident Evil 8, he's like a hulking monster.
He's a hulking monster in 5.
That is true.
I think the twink in Resident Evil is Steve from Resident Evil Code Veronica, but spoiler alert, he dies.
Oh my God, Johnny! I've been waiting to play that game.
I'm gonna
All right,
bleep out all our spoilers.
One more piece of hot game goss, and this one is just for Vanessa.
Ooh.
Vampire the Masquerade
Oh my god.
Bloodlines
Yeah.
2
Yeah?
release date
Oh.
may have leaked, with it potentially slated to come out on October 21st.
Jim, Banks, date that check now. $10. Come my way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. That expired. You cheated. Also, you still haven't played Alan Wake 2. You're out. Nobody owes you
I have
anything.
until October 21st to play Alan Wake 2 by my math.
What? Is that, wait, was that the terms of the bet?
I don't think so.
It must have been.
No, the bet was... These are two different bets. You idiots keep making bets. And Jim's at fault here because she's a scammer. Vanessa's a scammer. She can't be trusted.
Wait, what was the Alan Wake 2 bet then?
It was that you had to pay, it was that you
No,
had to
don't
play
start
Alan
making
Wake
shit
2.
up.
No, it was that she had to play Alan Wake 2. I thought it was like a year from when it came out.
No,
And
it
was
wasn't.
out for
You didn't
year
have a
and
bet
she
about
played
Alan
it.
Wake 2. You convinced her to play Alan Wake 2 if you bought it for her, which you did.
No, the original bet was she had to play it and then I bought it for her to make it easier for her to complete the bet, and she still hasn't done it.
I played some of it.
You know what? The listeners will
It's not gonna hold
adjudicate
up in
this
court,
matter
Vanessa.
because we clearly don't remember a fucking thing we say on this show. But they do. They remember everything. Johnny is now eating his nachos as if he is eating a giant bowl of soup.
Nacho soup.
Which is
I've heard of it.
very strange.
Well, I'm very
They've kind of
excited
disintegrated.
for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I hope you guys are all excited to play it for the show. I guess starting October 21st, whatever series we're doing, we'll just put that on hold and immediately pivot to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Play that to completion, and then go back to whatever we had on before. It's the perfect plan, and no one will object.
I'm all for that unless the reviews are bad, in which case it's not going to happen.
Do you think if you buy Vampire the Masquerade day 1 or 2, sorry, that it'll say 10 more days till Halloween, 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 10 more days till Halloween, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2?
Yes, I do believe that I've heard a rumor that that is part of the game. They reference the failed Halloween sequel.
And there's a mask if you put it on your kids, their head turns to bugs on Halloween.
I've been meaning to make the kids watch Halloween 3 for years.
Oh, God.
It's so fucking stupid.
It's got a scene where that main character guy with the big mustache has
Bonin?
got his mouth on that lady's boobies. Mm-hmm. It's real gross.
Remember when
my kids
lady...
are teenagers, so I I watched The Naked Gun with my son recently, and there's some boobs in that movie, and I was just like, whatever. I didn't even try to cover his eyes. It's like, you know what boobs look like. You've got a laptop. You've got a
You
phone.
Naked Gun's pretty
nudge
good.
him and be like, "Hey, son, see that?"
I'm going to go see that new Naked Gun.
I do too, actually. It looks really
Me
funny,
too.
but what can I do? I got too many other things going on. It's Shin Godzilla weekend.
Didn't that come out like 18 times already?
What?
Y'all have been talking about Shin Godzilla for 19 years.
Yeah, it comes out this weekend.
I'm sure there was a Shin Godzilla before, and you've talked about it, because Vanessa's right. There's been so many Godzilla movies; they all have very similar names.
This is a 4K remaster that is in theaters for one weekend only, and I'm planning on going to see it.
Aha! I was right, and then you act like I'm talking nonsense. This is a re-release. Come on. I know what's up. I know the score.
I don't get it. I don't get the point of this. Like, yeah, I've talked about it before. I've been talking about it for weeks.
Months, years.
I don't think it's been months or years.
Jason.
Sean!
This game has the worst voice acting I've ever heard in my fucking life. Mostly it's Ethan. Shoot him into the sun. Why is this man allowed to do anything?
Well, we'll talk about it.
In the evidence dungeon.
But first, it's time for our stream plugs. Jim, you've been quiet.
Are you asking me to do the stream plug?
He's doing the quest or the evidence dungeon. I can do the stream
plug. He's going to talk a lot.
So,
you know what? John's been quiet for 4 fucking weeks.
Yeah, I've just been sitting there on the Zoom call eating nachos.
Judging us.
Mm-hmm. Hi, friends. We have 2 channels. One channel is the Square... Actually, we have 3 channels. I think one of them, we still haven't moved the videos to the other channel yet. But there, if you look up Square Roots Podcast, there might be a second weird dark channel with a black and white logo. You can look at that channel, but the main one has a color logo. And go to that one, because that has all our streams. We've been streaming to it, and we've been playing so many games and having a great time. Matt is playing Secret of Evermore, and for what seems like years at this point. Is that game infinite, Jim?
Seems like it. Just goes and goes and goes.
And Jim has been playing Banishers?
I started playing a game called Song of Horror today.
Ooh, was it good?
Eh. It was a recommendation from a listener, a watcher, a viewer.
Vanessa and I played some Spy Party and Phasmophobia for my birthday last weekend.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was really good. Vanessa got super spooked, which is weird because
really
Vanessa doesn't normally get scared. Like she, at a haunted house, she's the one who like tries not to laugh at the performers with the chainsaw while I'm like hiding in the corner. But it was kind of the opposite with Phasmophobia.
Yeah, my heart
weekend.
was legit pounding. I didn't know what it was about that game, but I was super scared.
She got in. We figured out it was an Oni because it was super excitable when we were both in the same room. And that's one of the things.
Yeah, Oni get horny when there's 2 people in a room.
Yeah, we were in a bathroom. It was a bad scene. And then Vanessa got locked in the house while I was outside.
I was alone. I could hear its footsteps outside my closet door. I was hiding and hiding.
And then Jim and I played Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, we did.
That game is fun with a friend. It has questionable racial themes, let's say. Its depiction of Africa is, I think, solely based on the film Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, it's like supposed to. Where does that movie take place? Like Somalia or something?
Yeah. And it's interesting. I like Sheva. She's cool. And Chris Redfield had to go on like bioroids to fight the T-virus.
Oh, is that why he's a hunk?
That's why he's so ripped.
Is that like Elon Musk's woke mind virus? Is that what he calls people that are trans, the T-virus?
Wow.
Is that what Resident Evil 6
I thought you were
about?
saying, is that why Elon Musk is on a combination of ketamine and human growth hormones? Allegedly.
No, but is that why Elon Musk is a Nazi? I didn't say allegedly. I'm not alleging it. I believe it to be 100% true.
He did make his AI super racist after it was like disagreeing with him.
He did sing Heil Donald
true?
Trump.
Grok, is this true? Grok.
I
Anyway,
heard that Grok can make pornography now of any celebrity you want, which seems
great. There is a new video. I'm working on my next, and they always take me a few weeks, but I'm getting about over halfway through my review, my cow on Driver Parallel Lines, because that first Driver video was very popular, and I decided to make this one not have any copyrighted content so I can make money from it.
Ooh, clever.
Well, at least nothing that will get hit with a content ID match and take down my monetization. So I won't be able to discuss the music in the game, which is sad because it's got a lot of great music. It's got like Blondie and the Four Seasons, I think. Whoever sang Papa is a Rolling Stone.
You can mention it without playing it.
Yeah, it's true. I might do a separate video on the music that will have the music in it. That way, if you want to hear me talk about the music in the game, because I think it's interesting. Anyway, I could really go on. I've been sort of formulating why that game's music doesn't work for the game and maybe detracts from the game. Because especially full of lots of 70s songs. Well, there's two periods to the game. It takes place in 1978 and 2006, and the 1978 part has a really great soundtrack, but it's all songs you know and have a history with, and I feel like it doesn't help me immerse in the game. It kind of feels like it doesn't work. It's not presented like a radio station in Grand Theft Auto, where it's like you're flipping between radio stations, which feels immersive. It's just a soundtrack that plays. And so it doesn't have that part, and it kind of detracts from it because you're just thinking about Papa's a Rolling Stone or that terrible Peaches song it plays over and over. Not Millions of Peaches, Peaches for Me, a different song that's very bad. Anyway,
Peaches,
I think it'll be interesting talking about why a game with a lot of good ideas by a designer I really like doesn't work.
Heavy Rain?
No, I don't really like David. What's his last name?
Your favorite game designer, David Cage?
David Cage.
Yeah. All right.
How come
Speaking of David
and Nicolas
Cage,
Cage haven't teamed up for something yet? That's what I want to know.
Jim, why don't you start with our usual questions when we enter the evidence dungeon?
Yeah, so welcome to the evidence dungeon, or as we call it, or like we normally say, the quest log, but this time it's for Heavy Rain, so we're calling it the evidence dungeon. This game by Quantic Dream, directed and written, I think, as well by David Cage. Auteur, video game designer, designed Omicron, the Nomad Soul, did Beyond Two Souls, did
Indigo Prophecy.
Fahrenheit, or the Indigo Prophecy, as we call it in the United States for some reason. What else? There one recently? Oh, Detroit Become Human. That was another one. Word on the street is they're working on a Star Wars game, but that seems to like never be coming out.
I can't fucking believe that's a real thing.
But yeah, he's kind of known for, I don't want to say gimmicky, but kind of gimmicky games, especially like I think
gimmicky is a great term.
I think ever since Fahrenheit or the Indigo Prophecy kind of came out, he's done these real kind of, I don't know what you'd call, I guess like interactive movies,
interactive
kind
fiction.
of?
Yeah,
Interactive fiction.
But it's the Telltale took what he did and kind of made it their model with Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, but those play more like video games with QTEs, whereas this is trying to reinvent the wheel of video games. I would say I do think this is a video game. I don't really think that's up for debate. I know that it's funny to poke fun at it, but this is a video game. It just doesn't play like any other video game, and it doesn't play well. It's somebody who I think probably has never played a video game in their life trying to create a video game, if that makes sense.
I say, I mean, it does kind of play like other video games, but I think the difference with Heavy Rain is that 95% of what it asks you to do is just boring bullshit that you would never be asked to do in any other video game.
But that's
like,
why I
games,
liked
it's like
it.
you use the buttons and stuff to do things, and in this is like use your analog stick to swipe in a direction, and that'll open the door instead of just having a dedicated like button to do that stuff.
What's your history with this game, Matt?
Well, when I started it up, I realized that I had played a bit of the prologue, but otherwise I had never played it. A friend of mine did play it back when it came out. I remember him being excited about it, and then when he finally played it, kind of not recommending it, kind of being like, I don't know, like it was okay, like, and I liked some of it, but it was
that ending is rough,
fun, and so I never, that was enough for me. I never played it. And then it was on PSN or PS Plus a few years ago, and I grabbed it then and tried it a little bit and didn't care for it. But hey, you know what? Still had it, so worked out for me. What about you, Johnny? What's your history with Heavy Rain?
Well, I loved Indigo Prophecy. I would put that as one of my favorite gaming experiences, like, top 25 for sure. I really, really had fun. I thought it was novel. I liked the way that it used the sticks to do interaction. And this kind of moved it a stage forward. So I bought this day one. Like, I was very excited. Hold on. I have a visual prop. I know it's an audio podcast, but I'll be right back.
He's walking away. He's taking his headphones off. He's going to...
Yeah, I wonder what he's going to grab.
I don't know. He's going all the way to his hallway closet or his shelf. He's coming back. He's got something in his little hands.
Oh my God, is that a gun?
Oh, no, Johnny, don't. Oh, he has a piece of origami.
Oh, it's origami.
Oh, it is the origami from the cover of the game.
I have... So when you originally got this game on PS3, it came with a piece of paper, and because PS3 games, like big ones, you had to install to the hard drive, and it was a pretty slow Blu-ray drive, it gave you origami to fold while you installed the game, and that's what
Oh,
happened
that's
here.
clever.
I
Yeah.
like that.
There's some good ideas.
I think I used to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you think that was David Cage's idea, or is that just a clever marketing person?
I think he has good ideas, but
Do you?
he's not a great... Yeah, I do. But
He also has
not
some
a
very
great
bad
writer.
ideas.
Name
Yeah.
one. Name one good idea.
I like that. Well, I mean, I like that he makes games where it shows moments of life that other games gloss over or don't care about, and I really like that. I know you don't, and that's fine. So yeah, I was very excited. Bought it day one, played it through in a day and a half or something. Was bummed out by the ending. It's so hard. I still liked it enough to recommend it to my friends, and I lent my friend my PS3 and a copy of the game, and that's when my PS3 started breaking when I lent it to him. Not his fault. Because those original fat PS3s are very fragile. What about you, Vanessa?
I have played this game. I think I must have played it when it came out on Game Pass, because I still had my achievements and things
PS
like
Plus.
that when I fired it up. Oh yes, sorry, PS Plus. Have we played Indigo Prophecy for the show? Did we play some other kind of David Cage game that would have inspired me to play Heavy Rain?
Detroit Become Human? You
Yeah,
loved
maybe
it?
that was it. So maybe I played Detroit Become Human and then I tried Heavy Rain. I'm not sure.
We
But
played Indigo Prophecy for the show.
did we?
Yeah, remember I had the hang it up basketball scene?
Yeah, I do
Maybe
remember
it's a-
that.
That must have been a bonus, obviously.
Was it a bonus?
Okay, so that could have been it too. For whatever reason, I have played this game. I liked it all right. I tend not to mind interactive story games. Sometimes I like them quite a lot. I think that this game does have some problems that I'm sure we'll get to when we talk about the plot. Most notably, the sort of classic Quantum problems of gross sexism and racism. We saw it in Fahrenheit. We saw it in Beyond Two Souls. And we'll see it again in Heavy Rain. Detroit Become
Remember
Human
how-
did a little better, but not very much.
In Detroit, we came up with the idea that David Cage games always have to have a murder basement at one
It
point.
always has a murder basement that the woman is imperiled in. It always has an oversized black man. It always has some kind of ham-fisted metaphor for the woes of the world. And the studio itself has been accused of creating a toxic, sexist, racist workplace, and I do think it's reflected in some of the games.
Well, didn't they take one of the employees' pictures and paste her head on pornography?
Yeah,
she
it's
complained
funny.
to
It's
the
a
French
funny
government?
joke among friends.
And the French government was like, "No, c'est drôle. It is so funny. We love this.
Yes,
Don't be so
hilarious."
woke."
He also famously...
I think it's worth noting David Cage was acquitted, I think, in the trial for sexual harassment in the workplace, wasn't he?
That's why I said
Okay.
the judge was like, no, this is just a little joke. We love these.
And then famously there was the Elliot Page case where they had promised not to render Elliot Page's nude body and did so anyway, that you could unlock with, some kind of free camera.
Wow, that's super fucked up.
It was very fucked up. It's like it wasn't in the base game, but if you did a mod
Hack
so you
the
can
game
move
files.
the camera around, it was...
You got the DLC, yeah.
The rendering was done.
Jim.
Yeah, I've played this game before. I was a real Indigo Prophecy stan.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man! But I was like,
IP
the Indigo
brother.
Prophecy. The Indigo Prophecy was great. Like the first, I don't know, 3/4 of it, 4/5 of it, and then the last 20% where you're flying around and doing shit from the Matrix and
Well, remember
fighting
that the
virtual
spirit
reality
of the
computer people.
internet versus magic.
Yeah, that whole thing, I hated that, and then that was like, oh man, the next game is like a murder mystery. There's no way David Cage could fuck that up. Like, I love the format of like Indigo Prophecy, but in a murder mystery, and so I bought it day one, and I remember hunkering down. I was like, I'm gonna play through this in a whole day, and it's gonna be awesome. And then I kind of did basically that, and I got to the ending, and I was so mad. I deleted this game and did not play it for years and years. You guys know how much I love to replay video games.
Yeah.
I did not touch this game and I haven't since then. I have not replayed this game since the first time I played it until we just now are picking it up for the show.
I think we're all playing the PS4 remake, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing the Steam
Remaster.
version.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Well,
You don't
you
know
are
what
because you're
you're
not
playing
playing
on?
on your PS3, right?
I am playing it on my PS5. I'm playing the version that came out on PS Plus.
Yeah,
so if
the
that's a
PS4
PS4 remake.
Remaster.
Yeah.
But I don't fucking know.
But this game, when it came out, was, I would say, the best looking game. Like, ever. It looked amazing. The
Find
skin
that
detail,
extremely hard to believe.
at least technically. If not, I don't know. I think the game still holds up art-wise. Like, it's well directed. And I love, obviously now stuff like the mocap is really clunky. And, like, the facial animate, like, there's no shadows inside the mouth and stuff that looks really creepy. I don't know why. Why is it always on the wife in these games where
she gets
where
that shadow mouth.
But every game, it's like there's a woman whose mouth looks really nightmarish, like in Silent Hill 2.
Obviously, she's the origami killer. Duh.
Mary's mouth was a nightmare. And Maria's mouth was
Angela's looked really scary.
Speaking
Why
of
is it-
sexism,
ladies' mouths be ugly, huh? It was groundbreaking.
no, stop it. Stop.
It was groundbreaking visually at the time. I was really excited to see, like, because the PS3 had been touted as this mega machine, but nothing other than Uncharted, which was like the first game that really looked amazing on the PS3. This was like the second game that really used the entire power of the system, which was so hard to program for. And it really looked good. But looking back now, it's a 15-year-old game with lots of, like, Uncanny Valley and really awkward... Well, we'll talk about the controls. The controls are so bad. Like, walking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's nothing worse in a game than you have to hold down a button and then we'll let you walk.
With the right stick.
Just to bring up some PS3 games that are known for their visuals: Last of Us, Uncharted 2 and 3, God of War 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, Killzone 2 and 3 would be some good examples. Batman Arkham City, Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto 5, Gran
Well, a lot of those came out
Gran
after.
Turismo 6.
A lot of those came out after. Other than Metal Gear
And Heavy Rain.
Yeah, well, after Heavy Rain, I'm saying, because Heavy Rain was 2010. The only ones I think you mentioned that came out before that was Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid was 2008.
All I'm trying to say is that this is the worst looking game I've ever seen in my life. And
Yeah, but at least you're enjoying the
yourself.
story and the gameplay. And you got to be excited to get to the ending
And the
after
characters.
Jim and Johnny have hyped it up so much.
I tried so hard to get through the chunker on Sunday, and I just fucking could not. I could not continue to play this game. And then I had to take the night off from streaming last night so that I could catch up because I've been...
Just remember, if you don't finish it, that all the characters are different parts of Pruitt Taylor Vince's personality, or like different parts of his what would you call that?
Oh, I hate that movie. I
Psyche.
was so mad about it.
I don't think
I'd
there's
say
anybody named Pruitt Taylor Vincent in this game.
He's making a identity reference, the worst movie of all time.
Oh, is that the
you
one
might
with the
know
vampire
him
on the
as
plane?
the mentally challenged father of Superman. He's like,
Yeah.
Was it you said, Jim? MOON spells proud.
MOON spells proud.
That's really fucking offensive. Really fucking offensive comparison to make. Just so that we're on the same page. Have
John,
a good
I
laugh
was-
at the expense of the mentally challenged. It's fine.
John, when you said that the other night, it was a real MOON spells moon performance. I was laughing in my bed, and Amanda was like, "What are you laughing about?"
I was like,
Oh, man.
when you said that on the podcast, because I was listening to the episode, I was like, that is 100% true. And I like Pruitt Taylor Vince. I think he's still an attractive man. He's, a senior now.
Yeah,
A cuddly
good
bear.
actor.
Yeah.
All right, let's set the stage for some Heavy Rain.
Did we get
Yeah.
Vanessa's
ready?
history of
This
Heavy
is-
Rain? Vanessa,
We
did you
did.
talk about?
I
Did you?
did.
Yeah, we all went through. It's time to get into the seedy Philadelphia underbelly.
No, it's time to
Where-
brush our teeth, Jim. It's time
Well,
for a
yeah.
video game to make me brush
We'll
my
get the-
fucking teeth.
But first we have to wake up in like a very kind of artsy. It's like it's like a 3x2 grid of frames, and each one is a different shot of our protagonist laying in bed in his cool modern boxer briefs, in his cool modern platform bed, in his
Jim?
cool modern home.
When I started this game, all the text was flashing like
Oh, me
really
too.
bad.
Yeah.
And he was floating over the bed. There was no mattress.
I saw it too, Johnny. And I had to look
I-
up how to fix it. And they said you have
Me
to
too.
restart your system.
Yeah, you have to turn it off
Whoa.
completely and restart it.
Did it work after you did that?
It did, but yeah, it was freaking out.
It was
And-
very weird.
I have some video of it. I'll put it into the Facebook group because it is weird. Dog.
I thought
You
it was
heard me.
because
Oh
I
yeah,
started.
Flash is here. Come here,
Oh, hi,
Flash.
Flash. Hey, bye.
Here, buddy.
Oh, here he comes. Oh, he's so
Oh,
happy
here
to
he
see
comes.
Good boy.
Watch out, pup. He'll pup your pup.
you. Oh, his little tail's going. He's like, oh, the man's petting me. I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog. Oh, this is so exciting. I can't believe I'm a good dog today. Wow, I'm a good boy. This is
So, yeah,
amazing. The best thing
the-
that's ever
the-
happened to
the-
me. I'm a good dog.
Ethan wakes up in bed. This is a great, the blank page. When you, one of the things that happens a lot when you're writing is you start with the character waking up because you're like, that's how you start a story. That's how your mind wants to start a story. If you're trying to improvise things, a
Whoa,
lot
I've
of
never
times
heard
in a
this
white
before.
room because you're looking at white paper.
Interesting.
Mm.
It's a powerful metaphor then.
I just wanted to
So now
get my own-
we get to do
in there.
all the things. We can brush our teeth. We can shave.
Okay.
He.
Pee.
He.
Pee.
Oh, we can pee.
We can pee.
Pee.
We're going to talk a lot about urination in this series, and particularly
I'm not.
my biggest point of contention that Jim on his streams of this game does not flush the toilet, whereas I, when I
no.
play Heavy Rain, flush it every single time.
I mean, if you think about it, it's not real piss.
It is in the
So,
game.
I'm not flushing or not flushing anything.
Well, Jim's
really.
like, if it's yellow, let it mellow.
I don't subscribe to that. I don't agree with that.
That's why Vanessa was like the Madison automatically flushed it, and I was like, well, that's because she goes number 2.
She might.
No, I
true.
heard her. You hear her pee, unless she's got like diarrhea and it's just dripping out of her butthole.
She could be doing both at the same time.
What do you think David Cage was trying to say by giving his female player characters diarrhea?
Not like Ethan, your main character.
Yeah.
Do you ever see that Sonic comic where Sonic is saying, like, at a urinal next to you, and he's like, "What you doing? Fried chicken over there?"
Yeah.
Just kidding, buddy. It's a great stream you got going.
I sent a picture of Pascal Langdale to the chat. He, of course, portrays Ethan.
Now that's
What's
something.
this photo from?
I don't see it. Where's
Don't
the
know.
chat? Oh, I'm looking at I'm looking at my Vanessa chat. Oh wow, Pascal Langdale. So, this is something important we need to discuss. In understanding the casting and voice acting for this game, David Cage hired a bunch of actors who speak French and English. They're all mostly, I think Scott Shelby's an American, but everyone else are French actors.
Pascal Langdale is a Londoner.
Oh, but he speaks French for sure.
Yeah.
And
But does he speak English well enough to be a voice actor in a video game? No, he does not.
well, David Cage felt that he was a great
Jason!
judge of how
Jason!
people sound in English as a Frenchman. And David Cage was like, yes, this works, including the children. I will have bilingual children who sound perfectly American in English and French as the mocap and voice actors for the English and French versions. And I will say, I decided to challenge myself this game by playing it entirely in French with French subtitles and French audio. And I realize I don't have, like, my vocabulary is like, I don't know what this word means when there's like, you have to say something and like, what's a témoin? Oh no. But it's been good. Like, Jim, I know you speak Spanish pretty well. I would recommend sometime trying a game like maybe like a, Paper Mario or something in Spanish, because it's a really good way to build your vocabulary.
I've been thinking about that recently. Amanda joined a couple soccer teams recently, like local soccer teams, and one of them, all of her teammates. She joined 2 different soccer teams. One of them that she plays with on Sundays, all of her teammates are all Spanish speakers. They don't speak a lot of English, but they have a big group chat where they'll discuss like who's going to be at the game and what field they're on and what time they're playing. And like once a week, Amanda will just like hand me her phone on Saturday and be like, "Can you catch me up on everything that's happened in the last week in this group chat?" And it's like, all right, like Mariella is not going to be at the game. You're playing at like 11 o'clock on field number 5. So it's been a nice refresher on my Spanish to have to do that group chat every week.
That's been good. Yeah. It's always good to build your vocabulary. And also, and this is for Matt, the acting is so much better in French. Like, everyone seems to be... even though Pascal
How do
Langdale...
you know? You just admitted you don't understand half of the words they say.
That's not true. It's just during the some of the verbs. Like, I understand what they're saying most of the time.
How does he say Jason in French?
Jason.
Jackson.
Yeah, thank you. That's much more fun.
Johnson! I understand it enough to play it, Matt, but there are words, like in technical stuff, like talking about crimes and things that I've never heard before, and there's also some slang and stuff I've never heard before. So it's good to learn, but the acting is much more natural, especially from the kids, but Ethan, way better in French.
I bet. I'm sure. That makes a lot of sense to me, but it also, I'm nothing that comment, because that's not how I'm playing the game.
I know.
I'm
just saying.
An American who speaks English, and what I'm experiencing is some of the worst voice acting I've
It
ever
is.
heard in my fucking life. Not all
Very
of it.
bad.
The big private detective guy's pretty good. I like him.
Yeah.
Sacre bleu.
He's good in French, too.
Garçon, c'est
Sacre
mort.
J'aime
Alright,
la
so the
pizza, papa. That's what Jim wrote yesterday.
Jason, il est mort.
So we open on Ethan, our protagonist. He's waking up in bed. You get to
Does he
see him
now?
in his
I know that you have to
underwear.
brush your teeth. You have to take a piss.
Yeah.
But are you able to jerk it in bed first thing in the morning? I think like most men do.
No, you're
most
not
single men.
able
And he's
to-
a single man,
you're
right?
not-
In the
should be able to
morning?
just
Are you
roll-
a
you should be able to-
monster?
So yeah, you roll over, you crank your hog. You have to move the right analog stick.
You have to shake the PS remote up and down.
That is my
That's the
least
crank
favorite
off.
input method. In
That's
this
the
game.
crank
To
off.
have to do that, yeah, that's the worst.
I had
Miming
trouble
it, but I
getting
guess that's
to
not showing up on the
recognize-
podcast.
Yeah, sometimes
But that's
you
look,
have
I'm
to,
doing it.
Sometimes you have to tilt the controller, and that didn't always register for me, for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, it's not super accurate with that, with the move the controller around the room stuff. A lot of it is like, I think a lot of it is just, it expects the PS5 or whatever remote to be in a certain position. So like my starting
when you
position is always like as low as possible because I just have my hands resting in my lap. Because I don't know, it's like they think that if you're playing video games, you're gonna have your hands held out in front of you like some sort of fucking
Right.
freak.
You're like
Yeah,
leaning forward on the couch.
like arms straight out in front of you and not just like lean back.
It's like when you're driving in the diagrams of someone driving, they always think your hands are at 10 and 2. Like it's like nobody fucking drives like that.
I drive like that when it's raining. The rest of the
You're
time, I
supposed
don't.
to drive
One
with
and
a
two.
4 and
One
7
finger
now
on
because
the
of the
wheel
airbag.
at best.
I always make fun of Amanda for having her hands at 10 and 2. I was like, you fucking dork.
She shouldn't. It's supposed to be 4 and 7 because the airbags now.
Oh yeah, it's
changed.
4 and 7 now, right?
I'm a 10 and 2 man. You're not going to stop me.
I do when it starts to rain because I feel like I have more control of the car. I get a little not like light rain, but when it's fucking coming down, like that's when
Are
I
you
get
saying
my
Like a
hands
heavy
up and I'm
rain?
really paying
Heavy rain?
attention. Oh, no, I've fallen into their trap.
Hey, speaking of heavy rain.
Yeah, so
Also, I just wanted to give a heads up to the listeners. I'm sorry, like it's not my. In fact, if it's anybody's fault, it's your fault that this is, I think, the 100th game in a row that I've hated. I don't know what to say.
You
Remember
like
Grandia
Grandia 2.
Remember how much fun I had and how positive and happy I was? Why don't you let me play games like that, listeners? Why do you make me do this?
Well, isn't it your choice
And
for the
John
next game?
and Vanessa.
Yeah, Matt gets to pick the next game. That's true. What are you going to pick, Matt?
I don't know. We just talked about it in the chat. You know where my head's at. Final Fantasy V, Persona 5, Dragon Quest 11.
Fucking see you in 2027. We'll be playing that bitch forever.
I know, that's the problem. Dragon Quest 11, same thing. That's a 100-hour game. Particularly if you're playing the modern version with the bonus content at the end, which you kind of have to do.
So we do get to
All right,
see
moving on.
Ethan's butt, which is exciting.
Yeah,
Is
he
it?
pulls a real.
Is that exciting?
Well, I was gonna say he pulls a real Gordon Ramsay, but the only
Yeah.
thing he's doing that's similar to Gordon Ramsay is just showering and having a naked butt. So I guess he's
But
doing a.
I don't remember ever seeing
we
Gordon
all do
Ramsay's
that,
pubes.
right?
Yeah, we
How
all
does
do a Gordon Ramsay
I didn't
every
see
time
his
we
fucking
shower, I guess.
pubes. What are
I
you
saw
talking
his
about?
pubes
You did
for
not.
sure.
You
When he
did
walks into the
not.
shower, his pubes are right there.
Not even remotely.
Yes, 100%.
Either you have a
I'm gonna
screenshot
look
to
it
prove
up.
me wrong or you are a
I
fucking
can take.
liar.
I can go and take
Do
a
it.
screenshot.
Do
Well,
it
not
then.
right now.
Do it now.
No.
I don't remember
do it
seeing
later
his
then.
pubes, but I was
There's no
probably
fucking
like,
pubes.
yeah. I mean, I was probably looking at his face because I'm a lady. Yeah. So he's just doing his little morning routine. He's getting showered.
Jerking
There's
it
a
in
note.
bed,
He's jerking
brushing
in bed.
his teeth,
There's a
jerking
note
it
from
again
his
in the
wife.
shower,
His
jerking
wife
it
is
on the
like,
toilet.
I've gone to get the kids. Don't work too hard. Remember, it's little Jason's birthday, so get ready to have a good birthday for Jason.
Johnny was
Jason.
disgusted when I mentioned jerking it on the toilet. What's wrong with you, Johnny? You don't jerk it on the toilet?
Yeah. No, I don't. No, thank you.
It's easy cleanup.
I think there's a term for that for cranking
Prude?
up while you're.
It reminds me of American Beauty, where he starts off his day jerking off in the shower. I'm like, I'll just get sleepy. Stupid Kevin Spacey. That guy sucks.
Yeah.
He does bang a teenager in that movie. It feels like we should have seen coming what came.
We do see him coming.
No.
Not literally.
You see his O face?
Yes, yes, you do. And it's like a analogy for how that's like the only pleasure. I don't know. That movie was boring.
Every
Got an
week, I'm
amazing
like, Matt,
house.
this is the week where you're not going to just make fucking sex jokes on the show the entire time. And every week,
We can't help
I
it
really
because
fuck it up.
this game is so sexy. I mean, we're off to the sexiest start. We get to see
tell us.
Ethan's bare butt, back and balls.
I get to see him brush his teeth.
We get to see
And
him brush
his
his
pubes.
teeth.
We see his pubes.
Yeah,
Get them twofers
I mean,
clean.
what we're really getting is like a really intimate portrayal of this man. It's all his private moments that he would never share with anyone. Even if his wife was there, he'd do things differently. But this is just raw man by himself.
Yeah, I mean, well, he would have sex with his wife instead of jerking it in bed. You know what? I
he's
do want to say,
jacking
John,
it.
I do kind of agree with you. Like, it is. I did think when I was playing this, like, it's kind of cool, like seeing this, like doing this, like the type of thing you never really do in a video game. Like, this is
think
interesting.
that
But my problem with it is that the actual playing of it to me was fucking boring. But I'm agreeing with you though. Like to your point, this is interesting. Like.
I thought this was, this is just a tutorial on how the controls work, but the second time you're with a kid after the Jason Mall scene, I thought like that. Even now the sound, like there's a nice little piano music and like the dad trying to cheer up the son and like make his not in great circumstances, trying to make a nice dinner and a nice evening for his son. I thought that was really affecting. I like that.
I mean. Okay, let's talk about that when we get there because I have a different take on that scene, and it's a lot sadder because he does microwave a fucking pizza for his son.
Well, or a healthy dinner, or a healthy dinner.
Oh, there were more options?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Jim got mad at me because I told Jim that I couldn't believe Jim gave him pizza.
I mean, it's not
John's
clear.
like-
It's not clear from the game. All right, we're getting so far ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
We still
So we can
have some nachos. Let Jim talk.
I ate
Yeah,
them all.
we can do some stuff around
Mix
the
'em all?
house. In order to get the achievement
burrito.
that we want here for doing all the cool stuff, we have to
excuse me?
finish our architectural drawing.
What did you just say to me?
Did it?
I did that.
You can get an achievement here. If you do the architectural drawing, if you set the table using plates from the cupboard.
And you have to be gentle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
I
have to
did
look
fuck
in
up
your
one of them.
little
I was
IKEA
off
cupboard.
kilter, and I was so annoyed because I couldn't do anything about it.
Well, you don't care about achievements anyways.
No, I don't give a shit about achievements, and I gagged when Jim said getting the achievements we want to get. Like, come on. You're a handsome and successful dude. You have better things in your life than
I
getting
love a good
achievements in
Chivo.
video games.
I'm not a
Talking to
handsome,
Jim.
successful dude.
You're a
Yeah, I
handsome
know.
dude. You're a handsome dude.
Amanda doesn't respect Jim if his gamer score dips below a certain level.
Listen, if it makes you feel any better, John, I'm neither handsome nor successful. You know,
I'm not a
we're
dude.
We're the spectrum. The three of us are the spectrum.
There's 4 of us. Thank you very much.
But I'm talking about the men.
All right.
This game is sexist, so I'm going to be sexist.
That's a good idea. Really lean into the role playing.
How it's
You're
going to be a
supposed to
role-playing
also
game.
play with both of your dumb French kids if you want this achievement.
Yeah.
I played with my dumb French kids. I see little kids in a game, and I'm like, I gotta make those kids happy. You know?
I mean, the kids, I can't do justice to their little accents, but they very much are like, play with me, Papa.
Yeah.
Papa.
I don't.
Dad, will you play with me?
I didn't mind the kids' accents so much. They kind of made sense to me because Ethan's accent is so noticeably not American.
Yeah,
But I was
that's
like,
true.
yeah, his kids would pick up his fucking weird accent. That's how accents
I
work.
I don't know why I hate those kids' English accents
I don't
so
know why
much.
you hate them either. You
They
sick
are
fuck.
those little monsters just sound so annoying. Like, oh, Papa, play with me, Papa. What you doing?
Me first,
But it's-
me first, Papa.
Dark.
I
Dark.
hate
This
how
conversation
they
has turned
sound.
dark.
But playing in French, I could stand them, and I didn't want to just punch their stupid faces and their weird mouths.
Let's do a little
Oui,
rundown
papa.
of what you can do in this game. In this game, you can press the 4 buttons, the X, the triangle, the square, and the circle. You can use the right stick to swipe it to
Wiggle
the right,
stick.
left, up, or down, or you can sort of do a circle with it, or you can do a semicircle.
You
And-
didn't call it a
Different
wiggle
directions.
stick.
Yeah.
You
You
can
always
use
call them
L1
wiggle
and
sticks.
R1
This is
as
serious,
well.
Johnny. You can use L1, R1. You can use L2, R2, and you can hold down L2 and use the right stick to walk and the left stick to look around.
Which
You
is
can-
insane.
Yeah.
No,
it's
yeah,
insane.
the traversal controls are the hottest garbage I've ever experienced in my life. These are worse than Resident Evil 1 tank controls.
I guess the idea is that David Cage thought it wouldn't be like immersive enough and feel like you were doing enough if you just moved a character with the wiggle stick, like in every other game that's
Thank
ever
you.
been invented.
I think that David Cage has never before this made this game has never played a game in his life. And just made it up off the top of his head.
But
And
he already- he made 2
hold
other
down the
games.
trigger and move him around. That makes sense to him because he doesn't know how games work. He doesn't have 40 years of other people making games and figuring out things, camera controls, movement, and building off of that. This is from day one. This guy doesn't know what a video game is. He tried to make a movie. He got shut down. He went to the French government. He was like, give me a grant to make a video game. They were like, yep, here you go. That's what I assume happened.
It's a tactile experience. It's intimate. It really make you feel like you move the feet because you was always pushing down like you was flexing your muscle.
You jerk your hands like you jerk your hands like you jerking off, and that is how you brush your teeth. I can't.
Now,
I'm not good at accents.
the
so
Oh,
one
I
I
did
apologize
good
if
forget the
that veered
motion
into
controls.
offensive.
Yeah, you can also jerk the controller up, down, left, right, or tilt it gently.
One thing I do like about his terrible control scheme is that the left stick moves your character's head around to look in different places. And that's just really funny if you're making a YouTube video and you just want him to like look around.
You know what I always forget about? You can.
Fantastic YouTube video.
You know what I always forget about is that you can hold down L2, the trigger, to like have their thoughts pop up and
Oh, yeah.
cycle through their
Yeah.
thoughts, and I just never remember that's a thing ever.
Oh, I
always
do that all
forget
the
about that,
time.
too.
And
No,
that is where I really got. I was like, oh, this is challenging my vocabulary because a lot of times the verbs they use are pretty like advanced language, and it's like, oh wow, this is not a word I've encountered before. I had to look it up, and that's fine. That's how you learn.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
That's how you learn. Listen, this is I've said this one of my this year I've said over and over again. I'm not gonna say it a million times, but one of my things that I've been doing this year is reading a lot on my Kindle app on my phone instead of scrolling social media. And you know what? One of the awesome things about that is about Kindle or any of the ebook, e-reader things that you can do. You run across a word you're not familiar with, you can just tap that word and it'll give you the definition. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neat.
Can you tap on character names and get a little reminder about who that
Sometimes.
character is?
Yeah, actually,
That
sometimes.
sounds useful for those big sci-fi
It
epics.
is. It really fucking is. They call it X-Ray, which is I know the same thing they do on Prime. I'm sure that they have call it something else.
Oh, because
in, like,
Amazon owns
Apple
Kindle, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that Apple and the other versions of this have their own version of it that they call something else. But yes, in fact, when I was reading that, well, I won't get into the details because who cares? But yes, and it has been for me handy where somebody has shown up that I'm like, wait, who's that? And you hold it down and it'll like show you older passages that have that name in it, and you can kind of glance at that and be like, oh yeah, it's that guy that showed up and was like, I'll jerk off in bed in the morning. For example. Just as an
Nothing
example.
happens in this chapter of this game.
You know what I wish this game had that another David Cage title has is the tutorial where you're like playing as like a crash test dummy and you're trying to like hit the prompts before your crash test dummy got hit by a car. Remember that?
Yeah.
from-
Is that Detroit
That's
Become
Indigo-
Human?
No, that's Indigo Prophecy.
Yeah, that's
haven't
Indigo
played that
Prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
That's
he's
where
like,
that's
I'm
where David Cage
I'm
shows
David
up as
Cage.
a
Yeah, he's in the game.
Oh yeah. I remember that. I'm sure I didn't play that game.
You must have, because I barely remember that
didn't.
game, but I remember Hang It Up. So I must have played it.
Maybe I just
was
remember
gonna
you guys
say, like,
talking about it.
We must have all played it because I remember we talked about the entire game. Like,
This is for sure the first Indigo Prophecy game we've played as a mainline episode. Indigo Prophecy.
Yeah, the first
David
Indigo-
Cage game we've played as a mainline game. We have not played Indigo Prophecy. Detroit Become Human was a bonus.
okay. I believe you.
Maybe it was
All
for
right, so
Instant
we're still in
Classic.
the fucking prologue. Could have been. Could have been.
I don't think so. Because then I would have
Was it a
played
square
it.
roots? Is it a square roots versus?
Probably.
Yeah, so
All right,
Jim,
so,
what happens in this chapter? Nothing.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, well, so I guess we're about to go to the mall, and we're like, "Hey, where's Sean at?" And
Whoa.
he's upstairs.
What the fuck? You
holding his
skipped
dead
the whole
bird.
birthday. It's your son's birthday.
It's his
Yeah, we have a
birthday.
little-
He
we have
has
a little
friends
birthday
coming
party.
over. We set
No, we
the
don't have a
table.
birthday party.
No,
The
we
birthday
don't
party
see it.
is happening.
We're setting up the we're setting up
Yeah.
for the party.
We play with the kids.
You can play with the kids. You can turn on the TV. You can drive a little remote control car around the house.
You can make out
You
with
can
your
make
wife.
out with your wife.
I failed that. I tried
Oh,
to kiss
no.
her and I hit the wrong button and fucked it up. Just like real life. Just always fucking up.
Art imitates life.
Yeah, no, this was so true to life. I had to quit the game out of rage. It's like, no, I can't do this.
Your game withdrew its affection from you.
Just like real life.
And then we, at the end of the chapter, we find our sweet young son, Sean, coming to grips with his own mortality after finding a
I have
dead
some
bird.
questions about this because that bird was definitely alive before I went downstairs. And
Yeah,
then
you can check on it.
we go upstairs and Sean
Oh
is
shit,
holding
you're saying Sean is the origami
Yeah,
killer? He
he's
killed that
holding
bird.
the dead bird, and he's like, "The bird is dead, and it's my fault." And you're like, "It's not your fault," but we don't know what you did to that bird. Maybe it was.
That's exactly what he sounds like. He sounds so heavily French.
The bird, she is dead, and it is I who have killed her.
I wish he hadn't died.
And then we
I
go to
went
where
to
every kid
Edwards.
wants to go on their birthday, the mall.
Is it his birthday
Let's
still?
go
I thought this was
to
just
the
like
mall.
some other day.
I thought this was like it's birthday boy day at the mall. I thought that's what was happening here.
I don't know if it's the same day or another day. It does say the date in the corner, so if we'd been paying attention,
He's
we
wearing
probably-
different clothes.
Okay,
But
so
maybe he
different
got
day.
Birthday cake all
Maybe
over
he
his
got
shirt.
a birthday outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there with his stupid little friends,
So you're at
having
the mall,
baguettes and
and
looking
your
at
wife is
wines.
like,
and drinking
Yeah.
coffees.
drinking wine.
your
Drinking
wife
wine.
tells you, "I'm going to go look at some shoes for Sean, the little boy. You stay here and keep an eye on Jason, the 10-year-old. We know he's 10 because it was his 10th birthday." And
Yeah.
Ethan's like, "Okie dokie," and then he just stares at his wife walking away with the dopiest expression on his face.
He
He's
does.
like, "Oh,
He's
look
checking
at
out
my
that butt."
wife." Yeah.
He's got the hots for his wife. There's nothing wrong with this.
There is something wrong with it because he's supposed to be watching Jason.
Yeah, but the kid is
This is-
10.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, for real. That kid's 10 years old. You don't need to watch a 10-year-old constantly like a fucking infant.
Well,
He's
apparently
a
you
toddler.
do.
Is
because
Sean the older brother or the younger
No.
brother?
the younger?
Younger.
Sean is the younger brother.
Oh, okay. 'Cause this
well, he
kid
should
acts
have been
like he is
watching this
5.
kid.
Or 4, I would say. Like running towards a clown to grab a balloon.
Yeah.
Papa, look, regardez le clown.
Yeah, this is a real commentary on how fucking poor of a parent Ethan is. That he's raised this boy to be such a fucking. Oh God, this is supposed to be a tragic thing that happens. And
Yeah,
the whole
you
time
hate
I was
child
like,
endangerment.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Oh, that's why Matt doesn't like this game, because he hates child endangerment, and that's literally the premise of this game.
Le Balloon! Le Balloon Rouge, Papa!
What's the deal with this clown? Jason goes to see the clown. And the clown's like, he's like, what's your name? And it's like, my name is Jason.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Jim. I'll tell you what it is.
not a
Because
balloon
I agree
kid.
that this is the weirdest fucking clown I've ever seen in my life. But, understanding that David Cage is French and that this is really a French game, this is a weird French clown.
Yeah.
Not a normal
Well, they
clown.
don't know how to design an American-style clown. Like, they're used to clowns wearing black and white striped shirts and a beret and
With
just
a
having
big
a white
frown.
face. With a,
Yep.
yeah.
Our clowns look like hobos.
Yeah, like the famous clown, Hobo the Clown.
Yeah, so Jason has totally wandered off, ignoring his father who runs after him, yelling, Jason! You do press X to yell Jason. It's great. You can do it
Press
as many
X to
times as you
Jason.
want to.
I did it every single time I could.
We encountered the meme in real life. Jason!
Can I just show you the French clown I grew up with?
Yes,
Not
please.
he was on TV
He's going to show us
teaching
a picture
English.
of his dad.
No, it's
Is that red green?
no. That is Sol, the Quebecois clown. He made shows to teach English kids how to speak French.
Huh.
I thought he was weird.
He looks real weird, and I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what's going on with his neck.
It looks like he's been doing HGH.
Yeah.
It's a real strong clown.
So we chase down Jason, and instead of talking to him and being like, "You're 10 years old. What the hell are you doing?" Just wandering away. He's like, "I want a clown balloon," and you're like, "Okie dokie, I'll get you a balloon." You get him the balloon, and then the clown's like, "That's gonna be $2, mister." And Ethan
You're
spends
like,
I
whoa,
don't know,
$2? Not in this pocket, not in this
Yeah.
pocket, not
Where's
in that
more
pocket, not
money?
in that pocket.
Always the last
Doesn't
place that you
know
look.
What pocket his goddamn wallet's in?
No.
Okay, listen. I want everybody here right now. Do you always put your wallet in the same pocket?
Yeah,
I
front
don't put
right.
my wallet in my pocket. I'm a lady. I put it
You
in
could.
my pants bag. If
Why
I
are
had
you
one,
allowing?
Same pocket.
Well, buy pants with pockets.
Women's pants have pockets, but they don't fit a wallet in it. Fits a lipstick
buy men's
or
pants.
something else. What? No, I can't. I don't have the junk to fill out the front.
It's fine.
Jim?
I do always put my wallet in the same pocket.
Front right.
No.
No, keeping your wallet in your front pocket is a sign of psychosis, I think.
Oh, is that what's wrong with me?
One
When
of
I
the
wear
things.
shorts,
Oh.
when I wear shorts or sweatpants that don't have a rear pocket, I'll put it in the front left. Otherwise, it goes in the back.
Oh, you shouldn't do that. You'll sit on it, and pickpockets can easily get it.
Yeah,
I do often sit on my wallet and I have a tile that will send a thing and make my phone jingle if I lose my wallet, but it also has a little trigger on it. I sit on that a lot and make it go off.
my cargo shorts during the summer are the most complicated trap for a pickpocket to try and figure out which one has the
Which
wallet
one
in
has
it.
a wallet and which one is full of change?
Yeah, they're like,
We'll never know.
Which one's full of Fisherman's Friend and which one has loonies and toonies in it.
Hot,
do-
sticky fisherman's friends.
I keep my fisherman's. They don't get sticky because they're more like a dry tablet. But I keep my fisherman's friends in my man purse.
Merce.
Do you have a crossbody?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can just call
Bag.
it what it is. You don't have to call it a man purse. That's
A messenger bag?
derogatory, reductive.
A fanny pack?
A merce.
it's a messenger bag, not a fanny pack.
All right, so we all agree that Ethan's a fucking freak for not knowing what pocket his fucking money's in. 'Cause
Yes.
Hey Matt, we don't know what pocket he keeps his wallet in, huh? That's immersion.
True. That's true, because we're
Oh.
controlling Ethan.
So really, maybe it was your fault he
Yeah.
got lost.
I'll
Matt,
tell you
not
what, that would
Ethan's.
work for me as immersion if I saw him put it in his pocket. so
Yeah.
I could then be immersed and like, do you remember where it was? But it's
I
not.
do
it's just
like-
a guessing game. In fact, it feels to me like it's 100% not in any pocket. It's the last choice.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Because
I
you have
think
to
you're
give
right.
Jason time to get away. Because once he gets his
Yeah.
balloon,
Yeah.
despite having just been scolded for wandering off, he
Yeah.
is out of
10
there.
years old!
And he is not
10!
just like...
Yeah.
He's not just going to the comic book shop like a few steps away. He is going down the escalator, through the crowd, past the carousel, out into the street, and across the
One thing
street to the bus stop.
One thing I like about this scene, when Ethan is looking for the money in his pocket, you can see like a glimpse of a store behind him, and the store behind him is called Teens Up, TEEN''S space UP. Teens Up.
Yeah,
What
Teens
is
Up.
what's
Teens
happening in that location?
This kid,
Teens,
this
they be like, yeah, teens up.
he does run past the video game store, and I'm like, if this was a real kid and he was me, he would just go into that video game store and then bug the people that work there. That's exactly what I would have done at age 10. But he is going. The only thing that makes sense that I noticed this time is there is a comic book store across the street. If they'd set that up, I think that would have been better. That
But he-
he's like, I want to go
literally-
there. It's like,
He walks past a comic book store, and I know because I took a screenshot of it and a screenshot of their two posters, Crazy Street Basket and Engine Hardcore.
I thought that was the video game store.
It says comics right above it.
Oh, does it?
Big
Okay, I assumed it was
White
a video game store.
letters. But yeah, I can't remember a time when I ever would have dared to like go to the mall with my mom and then leave and go across the street. That's insane.
Oh, I probably
It's an
I was a little
insane
shit.
thing to do.
If there was like a video game store, or like a cool toy store with GI Joes, I probably would have done that. I gotta admit it. What about you, Jim?
No, I would have been too terrified. Like, I can't. I think like when I was a little kid, I saw a Rescue 911 episode where somebody got their foot caught in an escalator. And I
Ooh.
don't think I actually encountered an escalator in real life until I was like 12.
Oh, God.
And I was
What?
terrified of it.
My mom was terrified of escalators. There was one at the mall, and she would let us go on it, but she would not go on it.
How did you get up?
By the time I was 10, I
There's
was
stairs.
walking across town to go to the mall by myself. Like, this kid, I honestly kind of deserves it.
Yeah, like at that point, my parents, like, since I was 6 or 7, my mom would be like, you can go to the, go annoy the staff at Radio Shack while I'm doing this. And I would. I guess 8. 8 or 9 because we had a PC. Yeah.
What'd you go annoy the people at Radio Shack about?
All their video games.
Oh. Okay.
I'd definitely be left alone at the game store, but I think I was probably a little bit older.
I definitely was around Jason's age, going to CompuCenter in Fairview Mall, and just that place was amazing. They'd have like Out of This World on a monitor, like Shadow of the Beast or Space Quest 4 or something.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. And they had Sega Master System games, and that's what we had. And like they had all the Sega Master System games, so I'd be like, "Wow, they have Power Strike!"
That's amazing. Me, I was like going to parties, smoking cigarettes, having beers,
Getting laid.
smoking weed, definitely getting laid.
It was basically the
100%
movie
getting
Kids. The movie Kids was based on Matthew's childhood.
Hang on, none of us had AIDS.
That was like an after-school special that somehow people thought was an art film because they swore in it.
Yeah.
What a shitty movie.
I think that it was entirely because of the NC-17 rating. Mm-hmm. They slapped that controversial rating on it, and it was like, oh shit, this is
We
art.
are.
That was
I-
trash.
I'm sorry,
What's
gentlemen,
funny is that
but
you could make that
we're
exact
an
same movie
hour-
today, and nobody would fucking bat an eye. PG-13 at best, tits and all.
called
Nobody
Euphoria.
cares.
We're on chapter 1 right now, and we're an hour
Okay.
and 30
Yeah.
minutes.
No,
into
we're
the
chapter
show.
2. The Mall is chapter 2.
The mall is like prologue. Part 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, the mall is chapter 1 before we did the
Oh,
prologue.
jeez.
All right.
So-
Anyway, Jason gets a balloon and he wanders off. Then what happens?
Then you
chase him
chase
down,
after
you
him,
say,
yell
"Jason!"
at Jason. Yeah.
This is where
Jason?
Vanessa got freaked out because all the people in the mall, like there was 2 women you run through. They could have been twins, but they did look identical, and you had to like run through them.
Yeah, there are
Aren't they
tons of
wearing the same
identical
coat,
people
too?
wearing the same thing. Like there's a
Yeah,
big
this is a
crowd
video game.
scene, but there's maybe 10 character models that you have to push past.
Yeah.
You
The music
follow...
is very scary.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, my son is going outside. The music's like.
follow the balloon through the crowd. Finally, you catch up with the little boy and grab him by the shoulders. You're like, Jason! And he turns around. It's not Jason. It's some other little shit.
It's another kid wearing the exact same clothes.
Yeah, with a
It'd be
red
funny
balloon.
if he spun around and it was like a little man, like Tom Cruise.
So you keep running.
Chopping a cigar.
The dad runs outside, sees Jason across the street at the bus stop, looking at the store, I guess, and yells at him from across the street, Jason! Jason turns around, is excited to see his dad, and he's like, Papa! And just runs into the street. With a
I
car.
This
love
also
the-
really annoyed me that you can't, as Ethan, say, stay there.
Yeah.
Stay there. Because that's your first parental instinct is to say, stop. Don't fucking
The shot
move.
of the car coming gave me the real feeling of remember when Austin Powers is driving that steamroller and the guy's in front of him and Austin Powers has like 10 or
He's like,
30
no!
Yeah, Austin Powers like get out of the way.
So the car's
That's a great
coming.
gag in that movie.
Jason
They-
is
in
not
the
in
Amer-
the crosswalk. He's just going. And Ethan lunges into the street to, I guess, push him out of the way, but does not. Just kind of joins him in front of the car, so they both get hit.
One thing I love, it's like the perfect like cap to this scene is you get to watch the balloon float away into
It's
the
a metaphor
sky.
for his soul
Yeah.
Jason.
and the innocence of Ethan's happy life. Ethan
I just
Mars.
want an explanation as to why this kid wanders not just away, but out of the fucking mall and across the street.
He's a little
What?
kid, a little shit with bad survival instincts. Frankly, he deserved what he got.
This is on the parents' head, and both of them, by the way. I know that the mom's like, oh well, you let him out of your sight. No, ma'am, you should have taught your 10-year-old kid better than this.
Yeah, because the kid, like, you can tell him to stay there. He's not going to listen to you. He didn't listen to you about, like, not wandering off after you scolded him at the clown. But then again, you rewarded him with a balloon for his wandering off, so...
Yeah, that's true. And no shock that the second kid is also in peril in this game. Like, this all comes down to both of these people being shit parents.
Speaking of shit parents, smash cut to 3 years later, and...
I liked this title sequence a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It is so heavy.
As a 30-something, I guess I was like 30 when this game came out. I thought it was really impressive. Although looking at it now, it's pre-rendered. It looks like it's an in-game cutscene. It's not an in-game cutscene. They lied. They pretended it was, but it's pre-rendered, and I hate a pre-rendered cutscene.
Yeah, we just see
I do like it when they when they make it look like the text is a part of the environment.
Yeah, that was a big thing for a few years.
They do that in Prey. Remember at the beginning of Prey where you like...
Oh, yeah, you're in the helicopter.
Yeah.
Where you take off on the helicopter and you see in the opening credits play, it's like against the building.
Didn't Panic Room have like a whole credit sequence like that too?
Panic Room had a great opening title sequence like that.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah, that's a
the Social Network did too.
The 90s, a lot of those David Fincher movies in the late 90s, early 2000s had that. Like, remember at the beginning of Fight Club where it looked like you were following the synapses in the brain?
Ugh,
like
that
to the
was
inside
trash.
of the brain.
So the opening credits, it shows us just a bunch of random people's faces, like standing in the rain. Just people.
Mm-hmm.
And then
No one is worried about getting wet in this game.
No one's worried about it. They like it. And included in not being worried about it is Ethan, who is standing outside Sean's school to pick him up. It's raining, and he's just standing there. No umbrella, no hood. He doesn't care.
He doesn't have a cool, like, Audi anymore. He's got a piece of garbage old Buick.
Mm-hmm.
And he's wearing shabby clothes. His hair is a mess. He hasn't shaved.
Yep, and Sean
What
comes
happened?
out, and he's just like, hey. And Sean's like, hey, Dad. Blah. Well, what happened?
And the
is-
music's like, dun 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 dun. It's kind of Philip Glass. I like the soundtrack, I will say. I think the piano score is pretty good.
Dun, 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 dun. He has lost his child, and he is not coping with it well. He drives Sean home, and his house is, I guess he's recently moved in because he has a lot of unpacked boxes. And he has a little row house.
Is this environment...
He-
Okay.
He mentions in the police station later that he's been separated from his wife for 6 months,
No.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know
Maybe.
about you. How many of you were jealous of how big and like nice old house his depression house is? Because I would love. I need some paint and to turn the lights on, but that depression house is really nice.
No, it's not. It's a
bed,
fucking
1.5
slum.
bath.
Did you see that fucking downstairs bathroom? That is that's the most depressing bathroom I've ever
I didn't
seen
go
in my
inside.
life.
I didn't know there was
you
a downstairs.
open the door, it's just a toilet. Not a
Yeah, there's
mirror,
no sink.
not a fucking closet, not a sink, just a toilet.
I mean,
It
I'm
is
okay with that. If you really need to pee.
disturbing. If you really need to pee, John, you still gotta wash your hands.
Yeah, you still need to. Still, Matt, like with a couple, you could fix that place up. He's an architect. He can fix that place up.
Oh, he's not an architect anymore. He's a depressed dad now.
I
It's a different
he
kind
has
of
a
job.
little- if you
I've
go
been
into
I've
his
had that job for
office-
about 8 years.
Yeah. If you go into his little home office, he does have the same drawing that you did in the
Yeah.
log, just sitting at his
The exact
desk.
same
So
one.
I guess he hasn't worked on it for 3 years.
But I like this house. I would be happy.
Well, and that
I'd be
contract
so
is
happy to
gone,
have that
So why is
place.
he still hanging on to that drawing? That contract's not still around.
Well, I think it's like a metaphor for like his life being frozen the moment Jason died. So he can't bear to get rid of it because that's something that was still with him when Jason was alive.
This
That's
is going
something
to
he
be
was
one of those
working on.
seasons where John does a lot of work for the game that the game doesn't do for itself. You know what I mean?
That was a bit. I was being silly, Matt. That was being a little joke. But genuinely, I love that house. I want that house. I would fix that up, and it would be great. But I wouldn't
I think
like
if you
ruin
put
it.
some new wallpaper in there.
Yeah, new wallpaper. I would still keep the overall feel of the house. I wouldn't be like those,
Depressed
you know, those
Dad?
shows where
You
they
would keep that
destroy
feel?
a house and make it look like trash, and then
Yeah.
brag about increasing property values so no one can buy a
Yeah.
home in a neighborhood. I fucking hate those people, and they should be. It should be legal to murder those people.
They should
Wow.
be hit by a car when they cross the street and run away from their dad.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those guys.
Yeah.
Our job in this chapter is to take care of Sean. There's a schedule written on a whiteboard, which I assume his ex-wife wrote for him or like called him up and was like, "Listen, our son needs
I like that
consistency."
Sean wrote it. I like the idea that maybe Sean wrote it for himself.
Yeah.
It's like Sean wants his snack at 6:30. Sean wants dinner at 7:30.
I made a mistake, and I told him to do his homework before looking at the sign. I fucked up his schedule. I didn't get him a snack. Where do you find a snack?
Can
so
we
many
talk about the
places.
fact that when you give him his apple for a snack, which I don't know if there's other options, but that's what I found. I gave him an apple. He puts the apple core right on the couch, and it just sits there.
Yeah.
Even you can't pick it up. This
Yeah.
infuriated me.
Well, he's
This
depressed, Matt.
First of all, you teach your kids to pick up their fucking trash food and not leave it sitting on your sofa cushion. But second of all, if you can't be bothered to do that, depressed dad, at the very least, you pick it up yourself, you dirty piece of shit. Do you want ants? That's how you get ants.
Well, you should have been like Jim and given him a bag of chips because he doesn't care about his son's health.
I did. I gave him a bag of chips.
That's also an acceptable snack. Feed your
He
kids.
got himself a bag
They're
of
kids.
chips. Like it did the little split screen thing for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he got because
He'll
I
get up and get his own snack if you don't get him one.
Yeah. I really like this scene, Matt. I think like no other game, even today, I could think of is about like trying to make trying to make your son happy, even though you're feeling sad. I thought that was really affecting. I thought the score was affecting. The performances were good.
I felt what you're talking about, but it was in the park scene is when I was like this. That's where I got that feeling. Whereas this was just sad.
I liked it, and I like that if you do everything on his schedule and tuck him in and give him a kiss goodnight and turn out the lights, you get the good dad achievement. And I was like, I got a good dad achievement.
Well, I don't know about
I'm
achievements. I don't give a shit about that.
Wow, Vanessa's a pro gamer wanting her Chivos now. I'm proud of you.
I was not trying for it. It just happened, and I was
actually
delighted.
have on my consoles have turned off notifications of achievements because I don't
achievements. Now that's something for Vanessa. Imagine the game gave you different kinds of cheese when you did something good.
Minty achievement.
Cheese and mint. Oh
yeah, no,
God.
I don't want to mix. Just I think Vanessa, you're putting a hat on a hat. A cheese mint without a mint, just a cheese is better. Because mint and cheese is disgusting.
I think you could pair, like, if you had a mojito, you could find a cheese that would go with that. Something white, not too sharp like a cheddar. Something like almost a Swiss, but Swiss is kind of gross. But there's something. There's a cheese. I'll find a way. I'm gonna have a cheese mint.
I'm having a hard time reconciling Vanessa the cheese fan with Vanessa Swiss is kind of gross. That's not what.
I'm not
Swiss
a fan
is
of
kinda
Swiss.
gross, so. It makes your breath taste like a fart.
I mean, I'll eat it if it's in front of me. I'm not gonna.
I don't know that I've ever thought of anything in those terms before. It makes your breath taste like a fart. Okay. What else makes your breath taste like a fart?
Eggs.
Yeah, egg whites
Eggs.
for sure. Particularly if you're just doing the whites, like an egg
milk?
white omelet. Like, oh well, my stomach's full, but my breath tastes like a fart.
Yep.
mint and
we get one. So we put our son. What's his name? Ethan. No, Paul.
I like that.
No, Sean.
Yeah, Paul.
I like that
son Paul.
Sean is watching the
put young Paul to
Frenchest
bed.
cartoon
He is.
I've ever seen about pirates. That's what it's called. Pyrats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just all he wants to do is watch TV. Anytime you tell him to do anything, he's like, "I want to watch TV." But you got to make him.
Is this a French cartoon that they paid licensing rights for?
Yeah, I think so.
This is.
It looks like a
made
short or
for
something.
the.
It was it was way too well animated to be made.
Yeah, it was well
really good.
animated.
There's another one later in the game.
I like that
about
if you go
chicken.
turn the TV off, he gets back up and turns it back on. And you can kind of get in a loop there where you're like TV off and he's like TV on, TV off, TV on.
Aw. I should go back and add that to my best of
Maybe if
Heavy
you
Rain.
use your fucking words, you terrible parent.
If you try to talk to him, you're like, "Oh, how's your day?" It was fine, Papa.
That
Do you
is
do anything-
every conversation I've ever had with my kids.
Do you do anything good at school? Not
How was
really.
school today? What'd you do? Learned.
Do they have French accents when they do it? They smoke.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, of course, they're always smoking when they're in my
Yeah,
house.
they got their
They're allowed to
galloise.
smoke. And they can drink wine, not alcohol, not liquor or beer, but wine, that's okay.
Yeah. They come back with their baguette in their bag. And
Yep. They come home from school with a baguette in a bag because that's what they teach them in school is how to make a baguette.
Until Ron DeSantis has his way, and that will be a hamburger.
Yeah, I know. And it'll be meatball. It's a meatballs. He's going to teach you how to make meatballs. Oh, fucking meatball Ron.
Meatball Ron.
So that's that chapter.
Well, no,
you put
do
him
we
to
get
bed.
Yeah.
Doesn't he get a blackout at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, you put him to bed. I
You get to
tucked
fetch
him.
his teddy bear.
Yep.
I found his teddy bear, his nunos, and I tucked him in. I gave him a little kiss on the head. That was very sweet too. Was that too? Do you think that was too infantilizing, or would you like tuck your 10-year-old in and give him a little kiss, smooch on the head?
Nice.
I still tuck my kids in.
Aww.
They're teens.
And give him a
Weird.
little kiss on the head.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I jump on them. I jump on my kids a lot. That's a thing I do. I just
then-
jump on them. I'm a very large man, so they don't love it, but I do it anyway.
So Ethan does get one of those cloud things where the screen gets filled with static, but instead of dreaming about a reactor, like a Shinra reactor, he just is standing in the middle of the road.
Yep.
And is wet.
Yep. He almost gets hit by a truck, and then he runs home because he's like, "Oh, this isn't great."
And he has an origami in his pocket.
Yeah, he does. Where's he getting this origami from?
Well, I think we all know,
I
Jim.
don't know.
He's the origami killer. He
He's
says
the
it himself.
Origami killer. Yep.
Please call him the origami killer, like they do in the game.
Origami. Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I like the FBI guy. Found another piece of origami.
Smash cut.
I think they say in French they pronounce it origami.
That's
think.
very weird.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and because it didn't sound weird to me, but also it's a second language, so maybe I wasn't criticizing their pronunciation.
Smash cut
Alright,
to Scott
smash
Shelby.
Ooh.
Yeah, playable character number 2. This guy looks like maybe like John Goodman, Ernest Borgnine.
More Borgnine, like
Yeah.
a tall, because Ernest Borgnine. If you stretched Ernest Borgnine a bit,
Who's the guy that played Kojak the Night Stalker? He looks kind of like that guy.
Telly Savalas.
Played by Sam Douglas,
what's
who
that?
looks exactly like his rendering. Like, I think this is the best
Really?
rendering of the game. I just sent a picture of him to
Aw.
the chat. And in fact...
You know what? With a beard, would smooch him.
Oh.
Not a bad looking guy. Big Papa Bear.
He loves it when you call him Big Papa.
Yeah.
I agree. He looks. This is kind of the one character that looks good in this game.
I think
Everyone
because he
else
has
looks
kind
terrible.
of like he has texture to his face, so it makes it a little less uncanny.
Yeah.
He's kind of got jowls
He's got
and
jowls.
like wrinkles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a private detective, and he's at this seedy motel looking for a lady named Lauren Winter.
He asks at the front desk, and the guy tells him he doesn't know. And then we learn he is a big spender because he lays a Lincoln down right on that
Yeah,
table.
he drops a sawbuck right on this dude.
Wait, that's a hotel? Then why does her house look like a house? Like she's got stuff on the
Doesn't
fridge.
Even fucking remote because she lives there, John.
Oh.
Because you can rent motels like
Yeah, I think it's
for
like a
long
long
periods.
stay motel.
Oh, okay.
I have a terrifying story about somebody like that I can't get into on the show.
I rented a motel when I moved. Like I lived in a motel for 3 weeks in Colorado when I moved there.
So why
So
are you
then
asking
you do
questions? You
understand
know
this.
all about it.
Well, I didn't like decorate it or
You
anything.
rented it for 6 years and you'll start doing things, you know?
So, yeah, he heads...
Whorehouse / motel room.
She's not a whore.
This was
She-
I was playing this in the living room, which is where my PS5 is usually kept, and my daughter was out in the living room with me and was telling me the whole time, "This looks like the most boring game I've ever seen in my life." And I was like, "Yep, it is. It is." From the brushing of the teeth to the whorehouse, until I was like, "I think you should." When he walks up and she's like, $50 to come in, I was like, I think you should leave because I don't know what's about to
Hey
happen.
kids, gather around. Let's watch Daddy interrogate this prostitute.
It's
Well, I
not
didn't
a
know,
whorehouse,
Jim,
it's a
that was
Swerve
gonna
Chateau.
happen, and I was a little concerned, considering this is a David Cage game, that I was gonna have to shake the remote to pound this hooker. I decided to tell my children to leave the fucking room.
This isn't Indigo Prophecy, man.
So
Do I know
we
that?
head in
I
to
haven't
see
played this
Lauren.
fucking game.
I'm joking. That was a joke.
But Scott Shelby isn't looking to get it wet. He's already wet enough from the heavy rain. He is looking for some information.
He wants to know about this lady's kid because her kid was a victim of the Origammy killer.
You're killing me.
She doesn't want to talk about it. She says Jim's favorite line in the whole game. I'll let Jim say it.
Yeah. She says, I'll sell you my body, but you can't buy my son. And then she says, kindly leave. Or
Now,
something to
Jim,
that effect.
do you remember it was they did a short in Quantic Dreams was showing the engine that they made for this game starring her, and it's like a monologue she has in the kitchen, and she's like she brings out a revolver.
I do remember that. Yeah. That was like their tech demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was really
That
intense.
It was really intense. It was like the most melodramatic thing you've ever seen in your life, actually.
It was cool. Like, it was
It
cool.
was
I like
like
her.
It was like a student film.
Yeah.
Is what it felt like. Yeah.
But a good student film.
Yes, a very well produced student
Yeah.
film.
This actress, what's her name? Lauren? Lauren Heavy Rain. I just want to get her name. What's the name of the actress? Aurélie Bonchillon. The most French name. She's really good.
She is good.
She is
allowed in the English version to have a French accent, and it's
Yeah.
so much better than trying to do English.
her trying to hide it.
Yeah.
I think she's also just a really good actress.
She gives me like Rebecca Hall vibes, like a French Rebecca Hall kind of.
Who's Rebecca Hall?
Rebecca Hall, she's in like everything. Hold on. She's in those new Godzilla movies, Godzilla Kong and Godzilla Kong the New Empire. She was in
Who?
Rebecca Hall.
Rebecca Hall. Oh my gosh, Johnny.
Isn't she
Never
in
heard of
Mission
her.
Impossible or something?
I don't watch those movies. You know I hate Tom Cruise.
I'm gonna look in the chat. Look in the chat.
Okay.
That's Rebecca Hall.
Don't recognize her.
What?
I don't
No,
either.
there's
I don't think
Aurélie
she is in
Bonchillon.
those Mission Impossible movies. I was thinking of
She
Rebecca
looks like
Ferguson.
she does have
She's in the
brown hair.
Prestige.
She was in the Night House. She was in the Prestige. She was in Tales from the Loop. God.
Why are we talking about her?
Go
She's not in this
watch it.
game. I don't understand
Anyway.
what's going on.
Yeah, so she, Laurent, she is a prostituée, and she is, sworker, and her son
Toot.
was
Cute.
killed by the Origammy killer.
Origammy.
You think in Canada we'd say origami, because we say like pasta and lava. We do not say origami.
I guess it's one of those situations where like it feels like a lot of the voice actors in this game doing their like English accents are doing different American accents, and none of them match up with the setting. You know, like there's a lot of Boston accents in this that are not good Boston accents, but I guess are Boston accents.
And it's supposed to be Philadelphia. I don't know what Philadelphia accents are like. I guess I could think of people doing impressions of Eagles fans, right? Aren't there a
That's
lot
the
of black
Yinzer
people
thing,
in?
right?
Aren't there a lot of black people in Philadelphia?
Not
and
according
in
to this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she kicks us out.
So she's like, yeah, it's like get out, and then we go to leave, and then like a menacing guy walks up to the door, starts pounding on the door, forces his way in, and we decide to be.
Is it Stone Cold Steve
Good
Austin?
Samaritan.
Yeah, it is.
It is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Do you have to intervene
glass
here? I
breaking.
wondered this. Like, I went back, obviously. Like, I felt
I don't
like,
think you
oh
do.
no. Yeah, I wondered. Do you have to intervene
I
here, or
don't
can you
know.
just leave?
I think you can just leave.
I think you can just leave.
But none of
He
you
does-
did, so you
yeah,
don't
no.
know.
Scott
I
Shelby
think
does
you
have
should
an
leave.
asthma attack.
Hey!
I want to ask John a question, but I won't because I think if he answered it, it would be a spoiler.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't ask.
Then don't. What the fuck?
So
Keep it to
Scott
yourself,
Shelby
dude.
goes and breaks down the door and kicks this guy's ass.
The
Or not.
longest fight scene.
I got my ass
so
kicked the
long.
first time I did this fight scene.
Really?
Yeah, you can lose it. And he still
happens
walks.
if
He
you
still
lose?
leaves, and she still feels bad for you. I think, but you don't get the achievement.
Does she throw you a freebie?
No, she'll talk about her son a bit more.
You also trash
rather
her
had the
whole
freebie.
apartment with this fight. Like, you
Yeah.
break her glass partition wall, you break her table, you smash up all her
Sad.
stuff, and she's just like, thank you.
Well, she
I'm gonna
was
say-
getting beat up by a dude. I mean, I
Yeah.
think that.
She doesn't own the place; it's a rental.
Well, either way, I think that it's okay for her to be grateful when excuse me, I don't mean to be sexist about it, but when someone intervenes to keep her from getting her ass beat, even if her house gets a little beat up. What would you prefer?
My hot take here: I thought this fight was pretty fun. It was well
I
directed.
thought it was too.
It's got a lot of impact. I like that it doesn't just. You get several chances to win the fight. You don't have to get every single button push correct, which is good because I'm playing on difficult. I think they called it just the one that the suggested difficulty when you start. It says for experienced gamers. That's what I chose. And it feels tense. Like, it's pretty hard to get those, especially remembering which one's L1 and which one's R1.
Yeah,
I can hit left.
That is what I fuck up all the time as well.
Yeah.
My lefts and my rights. I can do everything else.
Yeah. Climbing up that hill, I got poor Jaden real covered in mud. We'll get there. But I like this fight. Vanessa, how do you feel about the combat and like the QTE style of action events in this
I
game?
think calling it combat is generous.
I like it. I think it was a good fight, actually. It was interesting. It was realistic
Dynamic.
in the sense that, like, neither of them
Visceral.
went down, like, that easily, It wasn't an action hero kind of fight scene. It was like a awkward brawl kind of fight scene.
Mm-hmm.
And Scott Shelby's real tired at the end.
And bleeding in mine. You got hit a few times.
But Lauren is grateful, and she says she'll let him know if she remembers anything about her dead son.
Isn't her son's name Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Johnny. No, it's Johnny.
Johnny.
I know it because that's my name.
Smash cut to new character. It's Jack. The most
Oh, boy.
Bostonian best character.
I thought his name was
His name-
Jaden.
You're
His
right.
name
His
is
name is
Jaden.
Jaden.
His name is Norman Jaden. His name is not Jack.
This guy seemed like not as much as the cyber cop from Detroit, but this guy still seemed like the Vanessa boyfriend of the game.
For sure. This guy's great. He is
He is
gainfully
a cyber
employed.
cop, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
He's
is
a
kind of a
cyber cop, and the whole gimmick of the glasses and glove thing, like, this game doesn't fucking need this.
No,
Nope.
it does
I
not.
love it,
This
though.
is
Yeah.
a
I love it.
level
I love it.
beyond to such. It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid.
But Matt, it's the future. It's 2011.
Yeah,
Is
so
it?
this-
Yeah, it's
That's
set
why
a year in the
he's-
future.
he's wearing some Google He's wearing Google Glass, and he has a power glove.
Yeah, he's got those AR glasses with a some kind of haptic kinetic interface.
Yeah,
glove.
that is apparently tied into every database in the planet, including a lot of databases that definitely don't exist.
Did you say that to when you watched The Dark Knight? We're like, that's not real.
Yes, actually. I thought that was dumb as shit. I went a few detractors of that movie. Like, it's stupid as shit.
I like later in the game where you're like playing with this little. It's called Aria or Ari, I think. Ari.
Yeah.
Where you're playing with this Ari thing while he's in the waiting room, and you're like throwing the ball, and like a cop walks up, and he's like, "What is this guy doing?"
That's what I
And he's like, "Are
actually
you
would
okay?"
expect from an AR bullshit rig, is to just be able to throw a ball at a wall. Not that realistically, but that's kind of what I would expect from it, and not this nonsense. This is nonsense. Oh, I hated this so much. It's so stupid, and he looks like such a fucking dork.
Vanessa,
it's a sweet futuristic investigative tool.
Yeah, for sure. I can trace the pollen in the air.
I don't know about you guys. Yeah, but so can Batman in Batman Arkham City, and you didn't complain about that game.
Stupid. We haven't played that game for the show, John. I'll have lots of complaints, I promise you.
He can also find trace DNA.
I guess I'm a little dipshit because I like playing a cop doing investigations. I love it,
Wow,
and not enough games
John's
do
a
it.
cop, bootlicker. Okay.
I like trying to find a bad guy, and I really like this crime
ICE
scene.
is hiring, John, if that's what you're into.
And I thought it was really nice how, for once, David Cage made the right call. You do not see the child's body. I was like, that's a good call, David Cage. Because Vanessa, did you like this investigation scene or not?
I didn't love the investigation scene. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I did find it kind of gimmicky. Like Matt said, I didn't think it was necessary. I thought it would be.
No, it's not necessary. That's the. I apologize for interrupting you, but that was my big problem. Is that this lends nothing to this game.
Yeah.
You know, like you could do
Let me
this,
ask you
but
guys a
he's
question.
looking at files, or he's just thinking about the things he already knows. And instead, you add in this nonsense filter, and it's just stupid.
Let me ask you guys a question. Was the Mona Lisa necessary?
But he has to have
Wow.
the AR glasses
Did you-
so we can get into his side plot, which we'll get to at some
Oh, I
point.
haven't
Vanessa?
gotten there. Vanessa, did you kiss up to the cops and talk to them about the weather and how cold it is?
And I asked if I could have some coffee, and then I had a cup of their coffee.
I didn't do any of this.
Wow.
I talked to
Command
Blake.
line prompt. My friend Jim, I saw him using an illegal drug.
Report.
I didn't know you could get coffee from the cops.
Yeah, you have to kind of go out of your way to do it, but it's worth it. They're happy to see Jaden.
For
They
them to
really
give
wanna
you the
be his
cold
friend.
shoulder.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't get all the clues here. Like, the snowman would be so disappointed in me. I got the
I
stuff
will
from
say
the
it
body.
does, which I think is smart. A good thing this game does here is that I don't think it really tells you you're done. It kind of does, because eventually the cop, the sergeant or the whatever he is, walks over and is like, "Well, I'm leaving," which I felt like was the game saying you're done. But I also felt like that was timed. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's time, Matt, because I missed something.
I was nowhere near done when he came over to me.
But here's the thing: is that you could be like, "Yeah, I'm leaving too," but then you can still continue to investigate.
Yeah.
Because you can follow the origami killer leaves an orchid on the body. And what else? Oh, yeah, and a piece of origami, of course. Origami.
Origami.
You can follow the trail of pollen from the orchid back, and then you can sort of isolate his footprints and then go up. Do you all go up the slope
Yeah,
to find
go
the
up
tire
Sounds like you
tracks?
found all the clues.
I thought I only had 2 pieces of evidence in the next scene with Jaden. I feel like I missed something.
I don't think so. I can't remember.
No,
he,
you
like,
did. You
checks out the
definitely
body.
fucked up. No, I agree with John.
But I think the tire tracks are probably the most important and most missable one.
Most missable.
Well, because you can
Yeah.
not go up that hill.
Yeah,
Well, you can't
and going
go
up
the
that hill,
all you can do is look up the hill.
No, you
That's
can
not
go
true.
up the hill, Matt.
You can go up the hill.
all the way up that hill.
and you
and-
get the tire tracks.
But I got the
Yeah.
tire tracks, and I didn't go up a hill.
You must have. That's the only way to get those tire tracks.
I didn't get any tire track. I did not go up a hill.
Because you have to climb up that hill, and I fell twice, and so he was covered in mud. I also stepped in a puddle, and I feel
Maybe
like
I missed something too. Then
that's something you can get an achievement for, is if you don't step in puddles, because he looks very disappointed at
he
you.
does look very disappointed when you walk into the puddle.
I must have not stepped in a puddle because I don't remember that.
I swear to God, I got the tire tracks. I'm almost positive I got the tire tracks. I got in the scene. I did, because in the scene in his office, I investigated and got the make and model of the car.
Yeah.
And I did not climb up a hill.
You
I think
had
you did, and you just
to.
forgot about it.
The car didn't come down into the crime scene area.
Yeah,
You had to go
he
up
parked
that muddy
next to the
slope.
highway. Yeah.
No, you can get it from the tracks. I did not walk up a hill.
Did
I'm
maybe
positive.
you made a deal with God, and you didn't have to run up that hill. This is a good
Don't
joke.
laugh.
I like
That
this.
was a bad joke.
Yeah, there is Bush in this game. Kate Bush.
Oh!
That was a good joke. Good job, Jim.
Wow. So how do you all feel about Jaden? I like this character. He's got
I
a
fucking
little bit of a
love
problem.
that his last name is Jaden. It's like the tragedy name. Like it's a fucking poorly spelled name, but it's his last name. I think if you looked up the U.S. Census right now, you would not find one human being whose name is Jayden. I don't think that's a real last name.
I've heard of people with that as a first name.
Yeah.
Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Wait,
was
that's
played
A-E.
by Leon Ockenden, who was born in Cornwall, England, which explains his
Oh.
excellent Bostonian accent.
I like the scene.
All of these cops have Boston accents, and why? I don't understand it.
That's the
I like
cop
that every
accent.
character.
But none of them
Every
have
cop
good
sounds like
Boston
they
accents.
Every cop sounds like they came from Queens or they came from Boston.
None of them have Boston accents that sound like they're actually Boston accents. They all sound like they're doing an impression of a Boston accent. All of
What's
the cops.
what's the drug that he's he wants to keep taking? Is it Jet? Is it Nuke?
Is
Is
a
it
drug?
Psycho?
I thought it was a medication.
No, that is not a medication.
I don't know, tramadol or something like that.
No, it's got some like sci-fi
It's
name.
called tryptocane.
Yeah.
It sounds like
I
a
love it.
medication.
No, he's addicted to it, and he gets
That
the
is
shakes.
not the impression that I got from the game.
He is addicted to tryptocane.
Yeah, he's got maybe he's got a prescription drug addiction.
It helps him with
And
his
I like that
AR issues.
I like that it's glowy. Like you really know it's a sci-fi drug. It's this glowing liquid.
Yeah.
How does he take it? I've never taken it.
He does
Maybe
seem
I
to snort
should.
it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I
He
took
takes
it, and
as
he
a
definitely is like,
suppository.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, I got so many ideas for this case." So, like, one's if, the origami.
The origami killer. The profile looks just like this.
I'm going to geolocate him. Oh, my God. I've cracked the
Cut
case.
to Ethan's
All right,
therapy
they were on the
session.
merry-go-round here. Then they went to the slides.
Smash cut
so-
to Ethan's, whatever Vanessa said.
Therapy
We're moving.
session.
I like
He's
that.
in the Rorschach, doing a Rorschach test.
Yeah, he's doing a Rorschach test. The
Oh my
therapist
God.
is renting the Crow's old lair, which I thought, it's a really good, really good location for your office.
Yeah, there's nothing really to say about this. He does his therapy.
I like-
he's
there
There
happy,
I like
is
this.
something to
he's dead.
say, which is that he says, it's like my son Sean realizes that I can't love him, which is,
Wow.
holy fucking shit, a wild thing to say.
No,
To
he's-
think, to say, to feel. I wanted to walk Ethan out of a window into the street.
There's that big rosary window right there.
Ethan
but I
feels
can't
like
walk
he
through it.
died with Jason. We also learned that Ethan was in a coma for 6 months and is worried that he might have brain damage. And his therapist is like,
Oh, I missed that.
Well, we don't know because nobody knows what happens to a man who was in a coma for 6 months.
So
I missed
obviously he has
That's
psychic
wild.
powers now because if you're a hacky writer like
it's a
David
dead
Cage,
zone.
yeah, if you're a hacky writer like David Cage and someone's in a coma, they're always gonna have psychic powers.
I
when they wake up.
never got the impression that Ethan has psychic powers, and I don't know what you guys are talking about when you talk about
I
that
didn't
being a
get
part
that
of this
impression
game.
either, but I haven't
Jim,
finished the whole game.
We'll
with
have
these.
to put a button on that for sure until much later.
Yeah.
I think that he's just got like post-traumatic stress suicidal tendencies. He keeps
Did you
blacking
tell-
out and waking up in roads in front of cars.
Yep. Did you tell the shrink that you think you might be schizophrenic? I did.
No, but I
didn't.
told him that I was having blackouts where I lost time.
I don't know what. Oh, I didn't tell him anything. I said nothing.
Therapy is
because
I'm fine,
the
Doc.
words
effective
were
if you don't
circling
tell
my
him.
head. Okay, but the words were circling my head and they were all shaking, and I was trying to visually interpret what the word said and what the button press was, and I guess I took too long because the game was just like, nah, you didn't say anything.
Matt, try that in your second language too. It's pretty
I bet.
intense.
I bet. I couldn't get it in time in my only language, which, let's be honest, I speak poorly.
I thought this was fun. I thought the things looked like I think a butterfly. There's one that looked like two Grim Reapers.
Yep, two
And
Grim
I-
Reapers, a wolf, a butterfly, a crab. I got the crab.
Crab, yeah.
Crab people, crab people. Why am I making South Park jokes? Fuck me.
That's when I stopped watching South Park. Was right around that.
Yeah, right
episode.
around me too.
I was
me
like,
too.
this isn't very good anymore.
Yeah, it's not. I've been watching the new episodes of South Park now that they're like going all in on Trump, but I still don't like it very much. I kind of
I
resent
didn't
it
like
now.
the last one.
Smash cut to the park.
Let's
We're
go
in the park.
to the park today.
What happens there? Nothing interesting, probably. Like you just
Yeah.
push your kid on the swing.
That's what
Maybe
you do.
take
We're gonna
him
get
on
on the
the-
seesaw, Sean. Get
take
on
him
the,
on the
seesaw,
seesaw.
you little jerk.
This
Put
is
him
so
on
I
You
said
can
this.
push him on the. You can push him on the swing. Yay, Papa! Hiya, Papa!
I
Put
said
him on
this
the
to
spinny
John.
thing.
I said this earlier. This is when I did kind of appreciate the game, where I was like, yeah, because this felt to me just like when I took my kids to the park. Like, you know, like you take them to the park and they're like, I don't know, Dad, I don't want to do anything. And you're like, all right, well, I'll push you on the swing. That's fun. I'll spin you on the merry-go-round. Can make some friends.
Did
I'll
you
fucking
show 'em
put you
how
on the
the-
seesaw? I can't. I'm too large to do the seesaw.
You show them
with
how a
you, but I'll
boomerang
just-
works?
What?
Oh, I
There's a
didn't get the boomerang. No.
You didn't get to show them how a boomerang works? He's
Well,
like,
that's probably
wow!
that's probably in the special French version that Joe's
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, the boomerang's in his backpack. You have to go hit down in the backpack to
Oh, I didn't.
get the
No, I didn't
boomerang.
go through his stuff.
Me
And yet
either.
you teach him how the boomerang works, and he does it, and he's really happy. And I was like,
All you have to do is violate his privacy.
is hanging out. It's like literally. Also, like it's a 10-year-old. Do they have privacy? Do you let them like whatever's in their bag is in their bag and not for you to look at?
Yeah.
Why does he have a weapon in his bag? That's what I
They're
wanna
10
know.
years old in the United States of America. There's
have
pornography in there
guns.
for sure.
I thought there's going to be guns in there.
Probably.
Just like
Probably
a
some
BB
fentanyl,
gun.
too.
BB gun, paintball gun, you know, it's a starter gun.
Dad, don't look in my bag. That's where my BBL pornography is.
That's where I keep my
Brazilian butt
vapes,
lift?
Dad.
Is that what BBL means? Brazilian butt lift?
I imagine it can mean many things.
So then it sort of starts to drizzle, and it's time for us to leave. We gather up his stuff, but there is a carousel on the way out, and he wants a ride on it.
This guy, why is every person at these kids' things just the creepiest, like, greasy dude you'll ever
Yeah.
Yeah.
meet? He's like, yeah.
But-
It's the same way if you go to like a state fair or something, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's
the
true.
People
That's
who
true.
operate these rides.
They're all
yeah.
named Blade. They all have long hair.
They're all wearing jeans that have been washed since 1997.
You don't wash jeans. You put them in the freezer.
I bought
According to
Sean
Psycho.
some,
Wash
That is
them
what
if you
Levi's
need to.
tells you to do.
I bought Sean some strawberry candies, and he was like, "Dad, I fucking hate strawberry."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like,
I got you
"It's
some
special."
strawberry
What you're
chewies,
gonna
buddy.
definitely get, Sean, because
Oh,
who
I
doesn't
thought-
like strawberry candy?
I thought you were going to say what kind of dad doesn't know what flavors his kids likes.
There's
It sounds like
no
there's
way
only
He's got a
one
Ethan
dad.
dead
knows
kid, so I
anything.
assume Jason likes strawberry, and that's all Ethan can think about.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I guess your dead brother liked the strawberry.
Well, I like that the
My
kid's
bad.
like, well, it was really nice of you to get them for me. Like, ooh, I'm getting like, what do you call that? Where he's patronized by
real,
my
like,
own
pity.
Yeah,
it's
pity
real
from my own
pity
son.
vibes, Yeah.
Oof.
So we stick him on the carousel. He starts going round and round. He's having a great time. Ethan turns around and has a little blackout again.
He gets another cloud static, like Shinra Nibelheim static.
Yeah. And then when he comes to, he again is in the middle of the street, and he
It's way later. It is like
way
raining
later.
and dark out.
it's raining and dark.
It was starting to rain, so I don't know if it's way later.
And even though this is
But he is
2011,
again in the middle of a street in front of a car that is rushing to kill him,
Yeah.
holding an origami figure.
It's 2011. He does have a cell phone. He doesn't use it. He just goes running through the streets going, Sean!
Jason,
Sean!
it is. All right, listen. It is fucking wild that they reuse this. It's not. It's. I know that it's not the same voice recordings because he's saying Sean instead of Jason, but the inflection is all the same. Sean, Sean. It's the same. It's so fucking weird.
He runs through the streets. He runs to the park. He runs
house?
to his house. He runs all around.
Oh, did you all find Sean's drawing? I love Sean's drawing.
Yeah, Sean has
No, I
a
don't
drawing of Jason's death on his
Yeah.
desk.
I was playing this on stream and I pulled that drawing up and it's obvious what it is. Like, I wonder what this drawing is of.
Yeah. Sean's like,
John, you want to tell Daddy what
Oh.
this is?
There's a lot of blood in that drawing.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
it's got the balloon, it's got Sean and the mother watching Jason die and his father go into a coma. So then he's not in the house, so he just runs back outside again and goes, Sean!
Yeah.
Cut to.
Police station.
Yep. Ethan's being questioned by the police. I did not do well in this because they
No,
ask you...
before that.
Yeah,
It's
there's
Jaden
a-
said,
Yeah, you get
setting
Jaden
up.
first.
Oh, okay.
you get to go watch a
right.
That's when
police
you're
conference.
sitting outside of the office, throwing a ball,
Oh, yeah.
virtual ball
yeah.
against the virtual
Virtual ball.
wall.
This is
Yeah.
where you get to like really immerse yourself in the augmented reality.
I made it a nice
garbage.
autumn, so you can choose different
No,
backgrounds
that's
for your.
the office. That's the office. That's later.
No, that's right now.
No.
Well, now we meet like the police chief guy, and he's like, "I gotta go give a press conference."
Yeah. You have to tie his tie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to help
Yeah.
him tie his tie.
I got it perfect. He was so happy.
I did too, but also I hate it when games do things like this, but don't let you say the thing that you would say in that position, which is like, yeah, no, I tied your tie for you, you fucking idiot. Like, what's wrong with you? You don't know how to tie a tie?
It's very hard to tie someone else's tie if you're only used to tying your own ties because you have to do it
That's
in
true.
reverse.
Well, sort of, but you like I tie a tie in the mirror, which is sort of like tying someone else's
that's
tie.
what I do. Yeah.
It's not. No, it's not, though. It's not.
The hand movements are different. Like you have to, when you're tying a tie, you really have to hold L2 and R2 at the same time, and then push down on the controller.
Yeah. He also has just met this guy and he's tying his tie. It's very intimate.
Anyway, no,
I didn't
it's not
find
intimate
Blake.
at all. It's fucking dismissive and rude and like very emasculating.
Maybe I didn't have
Mommy,
enough
tie my tie
evidence
for me.
because I didn't have enough evidence. Yeah, it's a power move. That's a real
Yeah.
like tie my tie, bitch.
No, this guy walks out of his office and he's like, okay, I have time for you if you can follow me through the office. and I'll yap at you, but you're not allowed to respond. And now tie my tie, and why don't you go do something else, you little piece of shit?
Did you find Blake? I never found Blake. Once you go into the office, or once you talk to the receptionist about your office, you never get a chance to talk to Blake.
I don't remember talking to Blake here, but I wouldn't.
You have the option to. He says, I saw Blake
either
on the way in. I should go talk to him. He might have more evidence for me. And I didn't do it. I feel real dumb.
I didn't either. I did go to the press conference. It was boring.
Oh, I didn't.
They don't know anything about the Origammy killer. The press is in a frenzy over the Origammy killer. Then you go talk to the nice secretary. She shows you the donation basket for the gold watch that all retired cops get. It's pretty exciting. Or I guess cops who are being promoted to lieutenant.
Well, didn't he say, anyone who gets lieutenant gets it. I was like, well, tell Larry, good job from me or something.
I donated some money. Then she leads you to your tiny little office. It sucks, but it doesn't matter because Norman Jayden lives on the internet and he whips out his glasses.
Augmented reality.
What are the Apple, like the super expensive Apple ones called? Apple Vision Pro?
Apple Vision. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's got his Apple Vision Pro, so he just like sets a beautiful autumnal theme, and then he like looks at different evidence and like the profile of what he can assume about the killer and the Chevy Malibu tire tracks.
Yep, and
then
the
orchids are too common.
Yeah, too common to narrow down. He doesn't really have a lot of clues. He closes that out, and that's when he gets a terrible migraine or something.
From his drug addiction.
Yeah,
he's getting the DTs.
Withdrawal.
I think it's
he's trying
from
to quit.
using the glasses is what I thought. And then
the
medication helps him.
We'll talk about, like, the game makes...
happening.
It seems to be implying at this time that he's a drug addict, and this is the DTs he's getting from not taking his drug. But he doesn't want to take his drug. But you can just... And Matt did. Matt made him, like, snort on up.
I was under the impression that the drug that he has to take the drug in order to like maximize his ability to use the RE thing, and that these things are withdrawal symptoms from.
Well, you're talking about information the game has not presented.
No, I definitely thought that.
I think he's sick.
Time.
He's got a.
Then why are you trying not to take the drug then?
I don't know.
He seems to not want
it's
to.
It's a power play.
Well, he says, like, in his internal monologue, he's like, I don't need it. I just have to, like, go wash my face. And so...
Yeah, I feel like the side effects, like, you take the drug to lessen the side effects of using the thing, but he's trying, but the drug also has side effects. I don't know.
I don't know why we thought this and why you didn't, Johnny, but I definitely, like, this is not based on any other information than at this point of the game. I was like, oh, he needs this drug from using the glasses. From both of my playthroughs,
I did not.
I got the impression he's a drug addict. That is what I got from the game. It is unrelated to the glasses.
I just think he's ill. At this point in the game for myself, I just think that he's got some sort of illness that he takes medication for.
And he's trying to hide because he would get like fired from the FBI if people knew about it. Maybe
at no point did I think he was trying to hide it. He didn't want to take it.
Like, if you go outside, like if you go and try to walk to the bathroom, people are saying like he's trying to look normal and like hold his hands.
So he's not shaking.
He's like, people can't see me shake, and he's really freaked out, and like he's trying to splash some water. I thought there was a really good transition when if you get to the bathroom and splash water on your face, it does this like overhead movement from the bathroom, and a cop lady. I guess I was in the woman's washroom. It was really hard to read those signs.
Oh yeah.
I do remember it tracks following the lady walking out of the bathroom to Ethan at Blake's desk.
Yeah.
I really like that. That was a good camera move.
That was a good that was a good transition.
Then there's this bit that I totally failed at where they ask you questions about what happened at the park before Sean went missing, and they're like, what time did you get to the park? And I'm like,
because you see a clock there too, and I know it was sometime after 6, but I forgot. I did notice, like, Sean is wearing I thought it was a white jacket.
Yeah,
I think green pants.
I got beige jacket. I thought he had black pants, but I think he has green pants.
Yeah,
I said beige jacket, green pants. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
think that's
fucked
correct.
this up so bad.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what he was wearing, but I know I got it wrong.
I thought this was really clever. A couple of games have done this where something happens and then the game asks you for details about a thing that happened. I'm like, this is good. More games should do this.
What time was it? What was he wearing? I don't know. I'm sure I got it all wrong.
Because it gives you the
said
time
we got
in
there
two
at
ways.
4:15, and I'm sure that was wrong. And then I think I said he had a black shirt and beige pants, and I'm sure that was all wrong too. And I'm sure it's going to come back, and the cops are going to be like, "Why didn't you give us accurate information?" And I can't just say "because I'm a dumbass," because I don't know.
But they're like, so you're at the park at 5:45. Why did you only call the police at 8:15? Which is a good question.
He's like, I was looking for him.
No, it's wild that he is not immediately. It's insane and bad and shitty of Ethan, who is a scumbag, to not immediately say, I have been blacking out lately. And
I have brain damage.
I blacked out. And so I was putting him on the carousel. And then I opened my eyes and I was in the middle of the street and I don't know what time it was. You just have to be honest. Your kid is fucking missing. So you just have to tell the truth, even if that makes you look like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You do get some motivation for this, though, in one of the next chapters. And I really there's a good piece of writing here, and I hate to compliment David Cage, that, and I'll just talk ahead. When you jump back to him at the house later, and the house is surrounded by journalists, he's thinking to himself, if you look at his thoughts, I am the origami killer. And that's why he's not saying anything. I think that's really interesting.
That is interesting.
I don't know. I like that.
See, I don't, because if you're Ethan and you have lost a child and you have another child you're supposed to be taking care of, if you think you might be the origami killer, I would
probably tell the wife, but not the cops.
You should tell somebody.
Yeah, because you want more than one person to try and help you figure out what you've been doing or to track you. But if you tell the cops, then probably you won't be able to save your son. But if you tell someone else, you might be able to save your son. That's just my thinking on this.
Yeah. Well, the cops, despite the fact that there is a serial killer abducting and killing boys around Sean's age in this town, they're just like, Sean probably just ran away. I bet he'll come back anytime. Don't worry about it.
That to me was very realistic.
Yeah.
In a major metropolitan area, lots of kids disappear, and the majority of them don't show up having been killed by the origami killer.
That's true.
There's one in every city.
There's hundreds in every city, if not more. That's
Ethan
real.
goes to talk to his wife, and she's like, you motherfucker, you did it again. I can't believe this.
She's right.
Yeah, she's not wrong. Although it is a low blow, I think, to say, do you have to kill both the kids?
Yeah,
she says something like that. I was like, that's pretty rough. Yeah.
But,
this is something I would say to my ex-spouse if she had lost my second child. I would definitely be like, what the fuck is wrong with you that you keep losing children?
But she apologizes pretty quickly, and they are just sad together.
Yeah, her terrifying hellmouth, on the other hand, I think she must be the origami killer because for some reason her mouth is black.
She does have a nightmare mouth.
All this sadness, we need something to perk us up, and what could make us feel happier
Tryptocane.
No, not tryptocane. Then Madison, our next character.
Ooh! In this very necessary scene.
Yeah.
We do the shop first.
We do the shop first.
Right? Oh, yeah,
you're
sorry.
right.
We do the little bodega first.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know
We're
we have
playing
notes,
as,
right? That you can reference. You can look at
I'm trying, but Jim
We're
wrote them.
freestyling
And
like
he's
jazz.
supposed to be doing the evidence dungeon anyway, so you tell us about the shop, Jim.
Yeah, so now we cut to, we're back with, what's the private detective guy's name?
Smash
Sean-
cut. Shelby.
Not
His
Sean,
name
is
is
it?
Scott
Shelby.
Shelby.
Scott Shelby.
Scott Shelby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he wants to go talk to this shop owner because the shop owner's kid was another victim of the Origammy killer.
Mm-hmm.
And
Reza.
he's like, hey, shop guy, can you tell me about the Origammy killer and your kid? And he's like, no, I won't tell you. My son is dead. I want to leave it in the past. And you're like, okay, sounds good. And wouldn't you know it, like you need to get like some cough medicine or like some throat spray because you have a sore throat. And
No,
he's like,
it's
in the
because he
back.
has
asthma medicine.
It's an inhaler.
Oh, he needs an inhaler. That's right, because he has asthma. And he's like, they're in the back, and so you go in the back, and wouldn't you know it, right when you get back there to get your inhaler, gosh darn it, the shop gets robbed.
Mm-hmm.
And you can totally beat up this robber
Well,
and save the day.
I made a mistake of not. I forgot what the little checked, where it's like a dashed line around the thing means do it super slowly.
yeah.
So I like knocked a box over, and then he holds. Did you sneak up successfully, or did he hold you? At
I
gunpoint?
did. I was able to not make any noise when I stepped on the potato chips.
Oh,
He
I
did.
went around.
Yeah, I went around as well, but just as I was about to beat him with a bottle, for some reason he turned around and held me at gunpoint.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I dropped the bottle. That's what happened.
Yeah, I walked across the potato chips on my way into the back of the store, so I knew they were there. So I avoided that, but I did also fuck up the action and drop a bottle. I bumped a bottle and it fell over. So I got held up at gunpoint as well. I do. This is a good time to mention that I do hate this. None of these. How do you phrase this? None of these
Scenarios?
prompts are anything you've ever seen in a game before, because this game was made by somebody that has never played a video game in their life. So, like, this prompt means hit the button many times, and this prompt means hold the button down. And neither of those are prompts you've ever seen in a game, and you're just, I guess, supposed to know it, right? Because otherwise you fuck up. And it's bad. It sucks. I mean, again, David Cage, go play any other game so that people will understand what prompt means what, because these are pretty normal prompts to have in video games. But David Cage is a moron, and he hates video games, and he's bad at making them.
Should have David Cage guest on the show.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm sure that'll be a good episode. And not me yelling at a man for 10 minutes before he's like, fuck you, and leaves.
I don't know what this means. So yeah, we beat up this guy, and then Hassan is like, hey, thanks for beating up that guy. The only thing I can offer you is this box of stuff that the killer sent me when my kid went missing. Hope it
Yeah.
helps.
Oh,
Goodbye.
yeah. So the killer, the man that murdered my child, or woman, it's his wife, or Sean. The killer sent me a secret little message, and instead of telling the fucking cops, like any rational human would do, in fact, take rational out of it, like any human fucking being would do, my son was murdered. The killer sent me a secret little message, and I chose not to tell anyone. What the fuck are you talking about? What's happening?
I mean,
I think
Don't try to rationalize this. Don't try to rationalize this.
It could have
It's
just been a
absurd.
pair of shoes in there. How do you know?
Yeah.
And
then he opened it and he saw an origami figure and he did not tell anyone. I want to keep a secret between me and the person that murdered my child. This is a
Matt.
special secret for us.
He found a
is
box and
Arab.
he's like, oh, free gun, free origami,
this about
free
fucking
letter from a
race.
serial killer.
It's post 9/11 America. He's Arab. He doesn't want to be implicated for the murder of his son and feels like they will just assume this gun and origami are from him.
What gun?
I don't know
There's
if
no
a gun.
gun.
There's just a gun. Well, maybe he took the gun out.
Yeah, maybe it was
There's no gun. There's a special secret message from the person that
I'm just
murdered
saying,
his child.
some people
and
don't
he
have
kept it from
legitimate
fucking
reasons
everyone.
not to trust the police in post 9/11 America.
He's embarrassed because he couldn't
That's-
solve the origami riddle.
Oh yeah, he couldn't do the trials. All right, so we get the box, and then a smash cut to the sexiest chapter of the game.
Oh yeah.
Let's check in with Madison.
Madison in her insane apartment, and I have to talk about it now before I
We
forget.
have to. We have to talk about this apartment.
Is this like open loft space with one wall has just like a little kitchen up against the wall. She has like a living room, a dining room, and a bedroom.
It
and
has
then,
this
like, a
weird
clothes rack.
sunken living room. Like so, it's a little step up to with no guardrail to
Nope.
the door.
And her bathroom has
Has a fountain.
it has like one of
It's
those
like 4 sinks.
very old
It's
fashioned
like a dorm room.
Yeah,
sink.
Yeah,
you've
like
seen
my
them,
elementary
Harry
school had
Potter or
this.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a round sink with like 4 faucets, and then in the shower area, there's like 3 or 4 shower heads like in a row. What is this place? Is it supposed
I
to be
love
a
it.
school? Is that the deal? Like it's a converted
Yeah,
school,
that's what it
maybe?
seems like. Maybe she's in like a converted school. They have these a lot in like
Oh, that makes
in like
sense.
small rural towns in Kansas and Nebraska. Like a lot of these old schoolhouses they've converted into like
Cool
affordable
loft.
apartments. Yeah, but a lot of them are
Yeah.
just like really big, cool loft apartments.
I love this place. I like this place even more than Depression House. I 100% would live in her insane loft. I like that it's got those like office divider walls, but not enough of them around the bed. It's only got 2
Yeah.
divider walls.
Yeah. So Madison's wandering around in her underwear and her tank top. She uses the bathroom. Automatically flushes. She decides to take
You
a shower.
hear her pee.
Yep. She takes off her tank top and her underwear, and you just get full-on button boobs. It's like
I didn't.
Oh yeah,
I
a
didn't
lot
shower.
of TNA.
I didn't feel like showering. I made her a hot drink instead.
I had her have a shower, and then when she was done, she put on the same tank top and underwear. And no, nobody does that.
Yeah, gross.
Why would you do that?
I'll put the same shirt on, but not the same underwear.
No, that's totally weird.
Yeah,
She's a-
that's correct.
Depends on how clean that shirt is, you know?
Yeah.
But not the same, never the same underwear.
No. So she wanders around until she realizes that someone's in her apartment.
That first, like the first time, I think I sat down at the computer and one of the masked man scuttled around behind her. I was like, "What?" I made a noise when that masked man because I was not even though I knew it was going to happen because I played this game before. It still is.
I
Give me a
had
startle.
completely forgotten about this part.
Yeah.
I started, so I eventually ran into the man who jumped me.
I tried to go out the door the first time I saw a man in my apartment. And the game's like, no, no, no. And I have to be honest with you, after that, there was no tension because I was like, okay, this is what the game wants. I have no control.
I did fight the man, and I was like, oh, phew, I'm safe after I knocked him down on the ground with a QTE. And then another man grabbed me. I
Yeah.
was so surprised. I was like, what?
There's like
More
2
than
to
one
3
man?
masked men in her apartment.
And they're, wearing ski masks.
4. There were 4 masked men in her apartment.
Oh.
And by the time the third one showed up, I was like, oh, something's not right here. Clearly, these are all the same man.
Ooh, and he can like split himself into 4, like a ninja.
Yeah, that's not what I thought.
I got her to the bathroom, and then just when she thought she was safe, someone grabbed her from behind, another masked man, and slit her throat.
Yeah,
Nasty.
totally slit her throat. Pretty
Too many
gross.
Then
men.
she wakes up, it was all a dream.
Whew.
And
I
that
guess
was
I
that
didn't
scene.
do well.
I guess we don't know yet. Yeah, that's the end of that scene.
That's it.
And then
for the
and
whole
then we get a
chunker,
really
we never
short
see
scene.
her again. It's bizarre. This
next
almost
scene's really
felt like
short.
David Cage just being like, "Here's a let me creep you out."
Yeah,
But
I
it-
haven't
Yeah,
had
and
some
the
tits
did
and
and
not
the
work.
director's commentary. It's like, I started out pretty horny when I was developing this level, and then
This fucking apartment is insane, by the way, with her weird fucking bedroom that's just with just glass walls.
It's crazy.
And that's to say nothing of her locker room bathroom with 3 showers and a circular sink with multiple.
Did Matt have a origami killer
I think
blackout?
he had an origami
Dude,
killer.
look at your hand. Look at your hand, Matt. Is there a piece of origami in your hand, and what is it in the shape of?
Well, I heard you talk about how much you loved this fucking bizarre apartment, but my take on it was, what the fuck? This is nonsense.
Sometimes when I talk, Matt just hears womp 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 womp.
I heard you. It's not that I didn't hear you.
I enumerated
repeated
the
what we
showers
said.
and the sink.
Yep. Anyway.
Anyway, smash cut to Ethan's house.
back to the depression house. Yeah, this is a really short chapter because all you have to do is leave Ethan's house.
Yeah, Ethan got a letter. It has a ticket for a locker at the train station. The paparazzi.
I found this letter before Sean went missing.
Yeah, I did
Me
too,
too.
but you
Yeah,
don't
I
find
found
the
it on the
ticket
first
at
day.
the time.
Yeah.
So did the origami killer sneak in and add the ticket after he stole your child, or
I think
Probably.
the
Or
first
you
time
just a
Ethan just
dipshit?
like ignored the letter because it's just like a
No,
little...
Sean didn't have the ticket yet to leave with the clue, so
Oh, yeah.
Sean, who is the origami killer, had to
Yeah.
get it to plan it.
It's a little verse about like church people finding their children gone, and he has the
Yeah,
thing.
they came home from church and all the children were gone and blah 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 blah.
Yeah. I
again,
don't
this
know.
guy thinks he might be the origami killer, and yet is just more than happy to continue hiding things and lying and pretending like everything's fine.
Yeah.
Did he look at the he should have looked at the return address on the envelope, and if it was his apartment, he would know.
Yeah, for
that he's
sure.
the,
that he's the origami killer.
Origami.
So all that happens
It'd
is
be
you
great
read the
if
letter.
it'd be great if the return address was Teens Up in the mall.
You read the letter, you leave out the back door, and drive away. Then we're at the train station, and
Oh, can you not leave through the front? Did anybody try to leave through the front?
You can.
Oh,
The
no.
I did
paparazzi's
not.
all out there.
I felt like I skipped something here when I went out the back.
Yeah, me too, actually.
You get an achievement though if you go out the back and don't get spotted by the paparazzi.
I assume that the paparazzi all assume that you're the origami killer.
I don't think so. I think they just know that your
Well-
child's been taken.
But like at the same time, I was reading a guide and they said that Ethan is now officially a suspect in the origami killer case.
Origami.
Why?
And I
Why
was
would
like-
he be?
Yeah, why
I
would he
don't
be?
know.
His kid
I
is
don't know
missing.
why
That doesn't
would.
make any
also,
sense.
Also, did you listen to the answers that you gave the police when they were questioning you? What time were you at the park? Oh, I don't know. Why'd you wait so long to look for him? I don't know. I definitely didn't black out and wake up
Yeah.
on the other side of town.
I guess that's true.
Well, and they do. I've been saying this in the chat a lot. There's a lot of chit chat in this game about wastelands, and I don't know what a fucking wasteland is.
I feel like that's just what they call like a dumpy plot of land in France. Like this was just
Is it?
this was just
John,
like an
you're the
old
expert.
gross alley.
They don't say anything weird like wasteland in French, so I don't know.
They
know, when
fucking
you're
they
going over the
constantly
crime
talk about
scene-
wastelands.
Yeah, when
He
you're going
dumps
over
the
the
body
crime
in the
scene,
wasteland.
they call it. Yeah, they said he dumped the body in the wasteland.
But it's just an empty
Yeah, I don't
lot.
think they must have just
Yeah, it's just a
mistranslated
lot.
that.
To what? What should it be? Empty lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in an isolated area. I don't know. So we get to the train station. Ethan has a panic attack because he does not like crowds. And
is he like an agoraphobic? Because he
this is
always...
no, because he was at the park and he was fine. So this is brand new. This comes out of
fine
fucking
until
nowhere.
he blacked out and wandered across town.
I think it's because of his experience at the mall, and that was his. And that scene is a little bit surreal. Like at one point at the mall, there's a whole like wall of balloons he has to push through. So maybe that was indicative of his agoraphobia. He freaks out, and then everyone in the station freezes, and he wanders around. Every person you bump into crumbles to the ground.
Yeah. I tried to hit as many people as I could, but the game I think there is an achievement for knocking down everyone, but I didn't get it. I ran out of time.
You start to see Jason walking with his balloon.
Jason!
And what do? Of course, you start calling Jason.
You wrote
same lines of recorded dialogue.
Yeah.
Jason!
You wrote that in the group chat that the same scene happens twice. I'm like, well, the same scene happens 3 times in this junker that you're calling around for your kid.
Yeah. Jason. So you follow him around. Nothing happens, and then he like realizes that it's all in his head, and he's just crouched there in the middle of the crowd. And he makes his way over to the lockers.
This is the train station from Unbreakable, right? Like, genuine. This isn't a bit. Like, that's the same area, right? That they're modeling.
I guess it would be.
I think it is.
I'm not familiar.
It looks
enough
very,
with
very
Unbreakable
similar.
To answer.
It's like an old timey turn of the 19th to 20th century style train station, and I know there's a big scene. It's like one of the big pivotal scenes in Unbreakable where he's like holding his hands out to touch people to see what crimes they've done.
Yeah, that's like before the climax of the movie when he decides to go rescue those people, and then he falls in the pool.
Jason. So we get to the lockers. We find the locker. We get a box.
There's another
What's in the box?
achievement to be had here, by the way.
Oh,
If you find the correct locker on the first try, you get an achievement.
Well, it tells you what how could you not?
I guess you
Maybe
could just
checked
start
the wrong
trying
locker
random
first.
lockers.
You could just start trying random lockers, yeah.
But it tells you which one to try.
The layout
So what's
is
in
a
the
little
box?
confusing. Well, he takes it back to the motel, and he looks inside the box. And in the box, you have 5 origami figures. You have a phone. You have a gun.
You have a cool memory card.
Yeah, there's a memory card that he pops into the phone. And the phone, I guess, gives him a little message.
Is it a phone? I thought it was I guess it is a phone.
It's like a smartphone.
Yeah, it's a phone. Yeah,
when
it
I
looks
looked
like
at it, I thought it was a camera, but yeah, you're right. He gets
I think it's
texts.
sort of a BlackBerry kind of thing. And it says, you got to go to these...
Well, everybody knows that BlackBerries are serial killer phones.
Right.
Did you guys have a BlackBerry?
Did you know anybody that hung on to a BlackBerry for too many? Oh, there's Johnny with a BlackBerry in his hand.
I use it. It's still good.
He likes the click-clack.
Well, John's Canadian. Like, you can get a BlackBerry for like $10 in Canada.
It's a Canadian phone.
Your phone has a keyboard on the bottom, John.
Yeah.
Is that...
It makes a satisfying click-clack.
I like a physical keyboard. This is my old phone.
So send your messages from your laptop, you know?
He doesn't like that much click-clack. Ethan gets the message. It says you have to go to some addresses, and then you'll get clues to where Sean is. You have some time to save him. The end. Chunk
The
it
end.
over.
Did we not talk about...
You
did I
see a
miss
little
it? Maybe
video
I
of
was,
him,
I was
though.
distracted. Did we not talk about Jaden screaming at the sergeant or whatever?
That didn't happen to me.
You didn't get the scene where you're Jaden in the giving the presentation to the cops, to the local cops, and it like is telling you like, do you want to lose it on this guy, the captain or not the captain?
I
I
didn't
have
have
no
this
idea what you're
scene.
talking about.
I did
Not
get
the
that
Chunker.
scene.
Thank you,
But
Vanessa.
I don't
Jesus
remember
Christ.
when it happened. If it happened in between.
Well, it
all
definitely.
Weird.
You know, I did play a scene after this chapter, so I wonder if that's what it was. All right, so ignore
Let's
me.
say I've only done the Chunker and I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, me too.
So that's it for this episode of Square Roots. Next Chunker, we will play to the end of chapter 25.
Okay, the game does not
Yeah, don't give
explain
numbers.
what the chapters are as you play it, so you're gonna have to do better than that.
Yeah.
Okay, I had
Okay.
a big problem this week while I was playing it, and I was like, "Am I there? I don't fucking know," because the game is not like chapter 1, chapter 2. It just switches scenes. Am I supposed to be counting them, Jim?
Chapter 25 is the golf club. So at the conclusion of the golf club chapter,
golf
that is
club.
the end of the Chunker.
Okay.
Golf club.
Is that a physical golf club or like the location a golf club?
That is at an actual. It's like an actual club, like a Top Golf.
Okay.
There's just Top Golf in this game? Holy shit,
so.
David Cage is a fucking genius.
All right, well, guys, that does it for our first Heavy Rain episode. John, what are you squarely against?
Obviously, I'm squarely against the kids and their horrible fucking accents in English. I just want to punch them. I don't know why I hate
You're
it
not
so much.
playing it in English.
Well, but that's why I switched over, because the kids were annoying me. And I was like, you know what? I should play this in French. I'm roundly for playing this game in French. I'm squarely against playing this game in English. I think that's a better look. What about you, Matt?
Oh, the whole thing. Squarely against the whole fucking thing.
You're gonna learn
the
to
game is
love
boring.
It. Nah.
No,
The game is boring to play. It's not fun, and the plot is stupid, and the voice acting is terrible, and it sucks. What about you, Vanessa?
I'm squarely against the scene with Madison being attacked by masked men while
Yeah.
she's in her underwear, and then it turns out to be a dream. It is not necessary and adds nothing to the plot.
No.
And it's gotta go.
I gotta say this. I am not disagreeing with you. I imagine that you're right, judging from the quality of the writing so far. But from a never played it before, only got this far in the game perspective, I don't know what's going on.
True.
Is it not necessary? I have no idea.
That's true. Maybe it is. I mean, it does play into the plot a little bit moving forward, but she didn't have to be in her underwear. But then again, they put Ethan in his underwear at the beginning, so at least it's equal opportunity flesh.
I don't know if it's just a similar thing, but to me, the underwear and the tank top gave me like strong Ridley? No, right? What's her name?
Yeah.
Ripley.
Ripley. Give me strong Ripley vibes. So I kind of assume, as again somebody who has no idea what's to come here, that like she's going to be the strong female protagonist that's going to kick ass and kill an alien.
Jim, what are you squarely against?
I'm roundly for the music. John pointed it out earlier, but that little like piano melody that you get in the father and son chapter 3 or whatever is really good. It reminds me of the music from Chrono Trigger that plays when you're in the Middle Ages, when you're on like the rainy continent, the kind of overworld music that plays there. Really good music. I like it a lot.
You like?
I don't like the
Tool
action
stinger.
music. Like-
No, me either.
But
But I
the-
do
The quiet
like.
music's nice.
Yes, I do like the yeah. I and like to your point, Johnny. I think a lot of the like the direction is good. Not necessarily not the everything around the action, or I guess all the action is kind of bad. Like the music and the way that's all directed isn't very good. But the direction generally, I think, is
I like the fight scenes. I think that they're usually pretty well, like easy to follow, and you know what's happening.
yeah. I guess that's
They're
true.
okay.
Yeah. that's it for me. But before we sign off, Matt, I'd like to ask. No, wait. Johnny was going to go first. Johnny, how did you level up? You've been gone for so long.
Oh, me level up. Matt says I shouldn't talk about the cat. The cat's fine, is all I'll say. I turned an age. I aged up, which is cool, and made tacos with my friends. That was fun.
Big 5-0. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm. I went to a Pride Bear party called Bear Puddle and sort of sat in the back and talked with my friends a bit. That's kind of what I do at big bear party things. The only problem is it's $60. And I'm like, did I get $60 worth of enjoyment sitting in the back of the bar talking with my friends? I don't know. Why are these $60, Matt? That's too much money for a bear night.
Doesn't
You
seem
got to
like
see
that
a lot of
much
bears.
money for a bear
It's
night
true.
to me.
I guess I just don't go out much.
As also a poor like you, I assume. But that seems, I mean, that's less than a concert.
That's true. That's true.
That's about what it cost me to go to the movies with my son.
Yeah.
I might
yeah,
pay
you're right.
$60 for a bear encounter if I got to see lots of bears and maybe
I did.
feed them.
I didn't
or
get to do that.
pet them.
I did some of that.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, like a sun bear, I would pay for that. A grizzly bear for sure.
Oh,
Polar
Johnny
bear,
is
yes.
now admitting on the podcast that he came. That's fun.
That's not what I
cool.
said.
I think it is.
No, it's not.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
all right.
that's not something I want to do with a bear either.
Now that I can monetize my videos, I've been keeping track. I've made $5 so far from my YouTube.
Yay!
pretty good. So, it's a bit of a net negative for now, but, you have to spend money to make money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. Anything else exciting? Boy, did I play any new video games? I mean, I played games for my thing. So I mostly played like Need for Speed games. I've been playing a lot of that Driver Parallel Lines. I did take a break and played some Star Wars Outlaws. I had fun with my handheld systems, and I watched any movies or anything? Not really. Oh man, I have nothing to tell you, and I've been gone for 4 weeks. That's bad.
You needed to rest, and you had to rest.
I did. I had a rest. I got out and did stuff with friends. That was nice. I went to the beach. I actually went to the beach and sat in the sun and had a little picnic. That was really nice too. I didn't get burnt because I put on sunscreen, even on my toesies.
Well
Vanessa was
done.
very worried because I sent her a picture of my feet in the sun. And you're like, your feet, she said, my feet were going to get burned. And they did not.
Nice.
Yeah. That's about it. Vanessa, how'd you level up?
I watched a movie called Freaky Tales. This movie is on HBO at the moment. It is a 2024 movie, but it had not been on my radar at all. Directed by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, who also wrote it. It is an anthology movie, just like they used to make back in the day. And it's also set back in the day. It's set in 1987 in Oakland, California. And it has 4 short stories that end up being a little bit interconnected about what life was like in Oakland with a bit of a supernatural twist. But its big selling point is its cast. It stars Pedro Pascal, everyone's favorite Hollywood darling these days, and Ben Mendelsohn, who some of us, Matt in particular, will know from Andor and Rogue One as Orson Krennic, the Imperial officer, and he is fantastic in that role.
He's such a good actor, Ben
He's
Mendelsohn.
a great actor,
He's good in
yeah.
everything.
I also had a lot of younger actors who I wasn't familiar with, so that was fun. And if you like a little bit of, any kind of those old, what's it called? Tales from the Outer Limits or the 1980s Twilight Zone, you'll probably enjoy this. I liked it a lot. I thought it was pretty funny. Some of the vignettes were stronger than the others. I think it actually starts a little bit weaker and then ends a lot stronger. So it's worth sticking through the first hour for the second hour, more or less. And it has a lot of kicking Nazis' asses. It's a big theme throughout the whole thing, and if you are in the mood these days to see some Nazis get their ass kicked, you might enjoy Freaky Tales. I also watched a television show. It's on everyone's mind, it's on everyone's lips. I guess we'll all talk about it together. There might be some spoilers, so if you don't want to hear about Alien Earth, turn off your podcast now and then turn it back on to listen to the Patreon plug, because that's very important. But for now, turn it off, because we're going to talk Alien Earth. You guys like Alien Earth?
I just don't like the Alien series.
That's weird. Why?
I like the first two. Everything after that seems repetitive and too bleak for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm the hugest fan of the series. I like the first movie a lot. I don't think I've seen the second and third movies recently enough to really have an informed opinion on it. I saw Prometheus. I don't really remember it. But I think this show is okay. And that's my feelings on it. And I think that's not very popular with Matt and Jim, who are enamored. And I'm just waiting for one of them to start talking, but they're both staring at me with the sleepiest eyes, like they are never going to say another word again. Go ahead,
I'll go
Jim.
first. I watched the first two episodes and liked it quite a bit. I'm not like totally sold on, just because I don't know how everything's going to come together, and I don't love like how childlike some of the characters are. I guess if you've seen the episodes, you know what I'm talking about, like the Lost Boys or whatever they call them. Mm-hmm. I think that's a weird touch that kind of makes me uncomfortable. Maybe that's kind of the point, though. But overall, I like it quite a bit. I think the story's interesting so far. It's a cool way to set the story on Earth and have all the like classic alien elements to it. And I'm really into Timothy Oliphant's character. I like that he's playing a cyborg, or kind of evil cyborg. Or not cyborg, sorry. He's like an evil synthetic. Yeah. Which is pretty cool. So yeah, and again, they've only put out 2 episodes at this point, and I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot of posts, I guess, going around on social media that are like, wow, Alien Earth, second best reviewed movie in this series or thing in the series, and that's absurd. There are 2 episodes out, so what the fuck are you talking about? Drop that off. It's stupid to make that comparison now. I watched the first 2 episodes as well. I thought I was very enamored. I thought it was fantastic. It looks fantastic. It looks like top quality, AAA, I guess, Hollywood movie for a TV show. That's kind of shocking. And we have seen that before, but it's still cool. I was very into the plot. I agree with you that the childlike stuff, to me, it could wear thin. We'll see where it goes. I kind of expect all those characters to die, if I'm being honest, to get torn to shreds and for it not to be a thing for long. I think it works really well in the first couple of episodes. I think the acting is really good. Timothy Oliphant in particular is really great. I like that it's got, from like a sci-fi perspective, it's got all of these different things going on of the cyborgs and the synths and these hybrids. That's really interesting. It's not often that you see all of that together in a concept like this, and I'm very curious to see how it's going to treat these. I'm a little worried that it's going to pull an Alien Covenant or an Alien Revelation? I can't remember the name of that terrible Alien movie, but where it's got some interesting ideas up front and then just decides to be horror at the back end and just ignore all of that. Alien Covenant particularly is really guilty of that, of Prometheus setting up a lot of things so that Alien Covenant can just completely ignore them and be just a straightforward horror movie. That movie sucks. That's bottom of the barrel for me. So we'll see where this goes. But from the first 2 episodes, I really fucking loved it. I thought it was great. It looks great. It's a lot of fun. I'm very interested in the characters. I will say, and here's the big spoiler that I wanted to talk about, was the end. So skip if you're, interested and haven't seen it. I really loved the end of the second episode. Towards the end of the second episode, when they just come right out and reveal the big twist for one of the characters, the brother, instead of dragging that on, which I assumed they would drag for episodes and episodes, that, the hybrid was the sister. And instead it just dumps it on you right there at the beginning, which I really liked. I thought it was really smart and clever to just get that out of the way and let them process that and talk about it. That makes for good television. Whereas I think a lot of shows would just drag that forever, and it would become...
I agree. I expected that to go on for at least a whole episode, like for them to put off the reveal to the brother. I'm glad they didn't. Also, I will say I really like the brother character. It's like you always get kind of, in I think the better Alien movies, you get like a nice human analog for the audience to identify with, and that's what you get with that brother character, like a nice, resourceful, easy to identify with human that's like not a complete asshole and it's a likable character. It's nice. We
kind of got one of each of the character tropes of the hybrid, the sister, the synth, which is Timothy Olyphant. We've had synths in every Aliens movie. The cyborg, which is, I don't know the character's name, but he's stomping around.
Morrow, I believe.
Morrow, yeah. And the human, which is the brother. So you kind of have a blend there of all these character types, and it's interesting. It's, to me, as a sci-fi fan, it's an interesting take on all of these different things. Whereas most of these types of movies and shows and books and whatever will focus on one of these. This is throwing it all together.
Has there ever been a cyborg in an Alien movie? I don't think there has been.
Jim, I'm not sure either. I don't. Maybe, probably. If I had to guess, I would say probably. But nothing I can think of. Not a major player like this. And I did really like the first episode. Really does this thing where these people have captured all of these aliens, all of these different, what do they call them, specimens, and the characters are having like flashbacks of clearly something horrible happened to them, but the show doesn't linger on it. Like, it just shows it and then moves on. Like, yes, something fucked up happened. They captured these specimens. People died. But it's not referencing a prior film or whatever, and it's not spending a lot of time on it. Like, we all know.
Letting you know, like, an Alien movie happened here.
Yeah. Yes. I really liked that. I really liked that a lot, where it just kind of said, hey, an Alien movie happened. You know?
Yeah.
and it just moved on from that, which I thought was really smart and a good way to set the stage, but also not to set the stage, but set the stakes, but not linger too long. Because the show knows you have seen a fucking Alien movie, right? So, 10 out of 10, 2 episodes. Now, listen, I've seen a lot of shows have a good start, have a good first couple episodes, and then peter off and suck. So... is this the best show ever made? Is this a great Alien? I don't know. But from where I'm at right now, absolutely. I watched it last night. I was really glad that they only released 2 episodes, because I think I would not have gone to bed last night. I think I would have stayed up and watched the whole fucking thing and not gotten any sleep last night if they had put it all out at once. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. Jim, how did you level up? I know you saw a movie that I'm dying to see.
Yeah, I saw the movie Weapons, which is the follow up to
Final Fantasy VII,
Zach
obviously.
Kreger's,
All of the weapons that you defeat, and then you get
this
the
is
Knights
Ruby
of the Round.
Weapon. No, this is a follow up from the guy who directed Barbarian, which I think came out in 2022.
Yeah, I think we did if not a commentary, we did a bonus episode about Barbarian, which for me, I think to me is kind of infamous for me as being like 45 minutes of the best horror movie I've ever seen in my fucking life, and then an hour of trash that I hated.
This movie is like it doesn't have as much of like a sharp turn as Barbarian did, but it does have elements of both of those peppered in throughout the movie. Like there is like horror movie stuff. There is some stuff that's like actually really funny in this movie, like that I was laughing really hard at. But the movie, like, I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer, but it's about 17 kids at 2:17 in the morning run out of the front doors of their house and are never seen again. And this movie is about kind of the fallout from that, and it's kind of broken up into 6 different chapters, and each chapter focuses on a specific character. And a lot of the chapters will overlap in certain ways. You'll see certain characters interact at different points in time, but they all kind of take place over the same general period. And man, it's a wild movie. One, it's like the structure of it is super cool. It's almost like a lot of people compare it to like Magnolia or Pulp Fiction, which it's actually kind of like that, and how it treats like how the movie is structured. But like the last 10 minutes of the movie, like I can't remember being in a movie where like the entire theater was just screaming in the last like 10 minutes of the movie. It's so fun. And funny and surprising, and all the characters in it are good. And it's just a good movie. It's a good movie, a good horror movie. It's super funny. Go check it out.
Super
stuff.
funny is not typically what I expect to hear from somebody saying a good horror movie.
Yeah,
I've heard it's kind of a comedy.
Yeah, it's got like it just like gets creepy and absurd to the point where it's almost kind of funny, but then he pulls it back just enough to where it's still scary. But then it's punctuated by something funny. Like it's just, there's a lot of moments of just like perfectly placed humor that just like kind of cuts through all the tension of the previous scene just perfectly. It's really, really, really good. I like, and it's nice to see that in a horror movie too, because like I really liked Bring Her Back, but man, that movie is a bummer and is so bleak and is so kind of shitty to its characters that it kind of lost me at the end. Like it kind of crosses a couple lines. But it's nice to see one that's just having fun, and it's still a good horror movie, but it's still like fun to watch and fun to see in a theater with other people. So that was a good time. Matt, how did you level up?
Oh boy, I haven't done much. I'll have to be honest with you. I have not played any new games. I don't think I've watched any movies worth mentioning.
Matt and I are having a real cool guy summer.
Well, I've been busy. I started a couple of books and fell off of them. I'm not even going to get into the details on that, but why do I always have the hiccups when I level up? Every single time. I started a couple of books and then I fell off on them, which I'm not going to get into the details of those. Just some stuff that just didn't work for me. I ended up reading a book called Cold as Hell, which was a fun kind of Western urban fantasy, if that makes sense to you, like a modern kind of fantasy, but set in the Wild West. And it was a good time. I don't know. I did not pick up the second one. So I don't know how into it I was, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I like a Tombstone. I like a Western. That's kind of it. Really have not done a lot. Worked a lot, Yeah, that's it. Didn't really do much other than to say I read a book that I liked okay. That's it. I'm good. That's how I leveled up.
All right, well, that's it for this episode of Square Roots. I would like to remind everyone that we do have a Patreon, patreon.com/Square Roots Podcast. It's where you can find all of our sweet bonus content. We just recently released an episode on Final Destination Bloodlines. We will have an episode this month coming out over Frog Fractions, a game that Johnny's making us play, that I actually did play and finish this afternoon. So you guys,
Whoa.
I think I finished it in less than an hour.
What
so,
the
Yeah, me too.
twist?
I
Nice.
played it
Yeah.
last night. It's
Jim,
Jim, was it a good time? Can you tell them?
Yeah, Frog Fractions is a real fun time.
Yeah.
It's like 7 different video games in one video game.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We'll
we will
talk more about it.
Yeah, we'll have we will have a bonus on that coming out this month. You can have access to all that content at the $3 subscription level. At the $5 level, access to all that content plus the ability to vote on games that we play on the show. Another benefit of being a patron is that we like to personally thank some of them on the episode. I'm going to start us off this week by thanking Chris Rains, Lukey C, Stamatis Kandalis, Frederick Soriano, Claire, Darren, Rob Smith, Himbo Baggins, Christopher Garrett, and Brian Hassel.
Oh, I forgot to sort this. Oh, it's fine. We're going to have a weird list this week. I'll make a real one next week. I think these just also include people that are just following us, but you know what?
Oh,
They deserve
that's okay.
recognition too.
Sure.
Who doesn't love the people that just follow us as well? I'd like to thank Cyber Emblem, Hayden Neff, Goldenrod, Randy Fanboy, Juliet Barash, Lord Buttwin III, Jamie Black, Amish Priest, Lion Paw, and Charles Schwartz.
I'd like to thank Nick, Mark Lee Marrakeshi, Cerulean,
You're
Omaha
cutting out.
Zookeeper, Frost Terror, Bears and Games Neo, Mike, powered by AI, Brandy, Amanda Pierce, and Eugene Jeter.
I'd like to thank Nick, Mark
No.
Lee.
No.
Mm-mm.
Last one.
You want to thank Ryan.
Yep. And Jordan Sam.
I wanted to thank Nick. Fine. I'll thank Ryan and Jordan Sam and Eddie Lige and Adam Hall and David Smart and Carl Byrne and Sean Coote and Dustin Alexander and Tiger Man and Steven.
All right.
None of
that's it
these
for this
people are
episode of
fucking
Square Roots.
patrons. What is this list? Cut this
If
out of the
you'd like
show.
If you'd like to send us an email to have read on the air, we're at squarerootspodcast@gmail.com. Come see us at our Facebook group, the Square Roots Podcast Group for smart, cool, very attractive people, or find us on Blue Sky at squarerootspod.bsky.social.
I forgot to filter by paid members, Matt. I'm sorry. Send us an email. Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Ghana, or wherever listed podcasts. Thanks to Stephen Morris for our Square Roots theme. You can find Stephen on YouTube. Links in the show notes.
All right, for Square Roots, I'm Jim Banks.
I'm Matthew Van Zant.
I'm Johnny Brandon.
Why is this episode 3 hours long?
Because we
It's
talked
just a
about Heavy
shorty.
Rain.
Bye.
There's a lot to talk about. Bye.